Hey, Cheese. Rivlock, good morning. Hope you're doing well.
We're not just doing this for money.
Hey, Apollo.
We're doing it for a shitload of money.
Thank you very much for the 14 months in a row. Dropping the Twitch Prime. Man, Apollo, that tweet is so good. Definitely a job for Frank Blart. I'm gonna log into Future Fight and get my interaction there. I mean, so far, Cheese. I've only been live for 2 minutes. Yesterday, I think 14,000 frames dropped over 6 hours. The stream itself, thankfully, didn't cut out, but that's still a lot of frame droppage. And today here in the US, it's Thanksgiving, so while I could text reports of issues, like nothing's gonna be done on holidays. So I'll try to record any issues today, like timestamps, and then forward that information tomorrow morning. Hey, Slippers. Hope you're doing well. Apollo apparently has mobile scum today. I don't know if he just wanted to out himself or if there was a relevance or maybe it's a way of Apollo saying that he can't chat as much as he would. She's why I made 3.5 bill doing sixes yesterday. I was doing the sixes and the smart bombing yesterday. See, Cheese, game is so easy. Hey, jeweler. So yesterday was my first day moon mining. It's interesting that the rocks move. That's the like they're not zipping by or anything, but they change position. So when you say awesome profit, is it your structure in LowSec that you use to blast the chunk off the moon, or what? I thought LowSec would be higher trafficked to make it more risky, but I also say that with having no personal knowledge of LowSec at all. So I made my free character login for Future Fight. Hey there, Eric. Doing well, thank you. Is this where COG spends our downtime? It's where a lot of us spend our downtime. I don't know about COG specifically. Maybe Leroy is in COG. Our low moon is way better than our null one. Like in quality or what, Apollo? What's the definition of better? I need to find Tripwire because I'll tell me when the ESI comes back up. There we go. Hey there, Turk. Jeez. Now, do you enjoy mining, or would you just be doing it for the ISK? No wrong answer, just gives me perspective of what you're looking at. Oh, okay, gotcha, Joel. You just have more pilots established in LowSec. We read the system, no one cares. The defense group for the op yesterday was pretty insane. Gave a reason for the space nerds undock their shinies. Alright, Future Fight's good to go. Put that away. Yeah, Eric, I started Eve back in 2009. I didn't stream it until 2013 because I wasn't streaming until that year. But spent my first year streaming, doing Eve, and then went to Marvel Heroes, which is actually shutting down tomorrow. Sad week for that one. I got back in Eve streaming April of last year, so almost, well, a year and a half ago. Quality, yes, Paul, gotcha. Our new moon is not an expensive one. So is it like the potential of the moon? Like we still need the resources, I presume, as a corp alliance, but will it be easier to max the yield off that moon because it's lower quality? Yeah, absolutely, cheese. That's why my first year in Eve was all mining. Get home from work, fire, undock the barge, fire up the lasers. Tim Rush, did you see what I said to you in Degen chat? I think you left already. Yeah, I already left, Tim. It was like 2 or 3 minutes before I had to go live here. So be even more averse. So when you say the Sunday moon Apollo, like in the system, is it certain days you blast certain moons or what? Like I've kept myself pretty ignorant of the moon mechanics. I didn't want to ask too many questions, especially when live, in case something was sensitive information. Hey, Baranax. Oh, okay, gotcha, Slippers. So COG pays rent to Severance for the moon that they're currently using?
Connecting.
Yeah, character there. ESI went down. That's not good. Yeah, exactly, Eric. I mean, it was a lot of years of entertainment. I think people who maybe just started in the last 90 days, and definitely the ones who made purchases in the last 90 days, they're the ones that have the worst experience, but maybe the long-term benefit will be people get more in the practice of doing their homework before purchasing from online games. Not that there shouldn't be a reasonable expectation of not crappy situations like that, just hopefully it encourages people to seek out information instead of just assume like, oh, it's okay, I spent money, this game will be here for a long time because I as one individual spent money. See, Rush, the supervisor for that girl that snuck into the training to pawn her off on my supervisor last night, he was having none of that. I gotta reread that, hold on. I've got an empty local and a relic site I need to get onto. The supervisor for that girl that snuck in the class tried to pawn her off on my supervisor last night. Okay, gotcha. Tried to put her on y'all's team. Why? Like, who'd be dumb enough to fall for that?
Warp drive active.
Let's put this over here. There are 5 levels of quality for the moon ore. We were doing common last night. The ISK value on that is terrible. Gotcha. Terrible compared to like the other levels, which would just be common sense, or like terrible compared to just regular null mining. Alright, get rid of this, go here, run over, go there. Alright. Put this down here. Alright, level 2 relic site, first site of the day. Let's see how we go. No, I'm glad to hear it, Eric. I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you ever have questions, always feel free to DM me on Discord. I do a lot of things with Frank where, like, I always have ideas I want to soundboard. I don't want Frank to actually do anything. I just want to, like, get the ideas out of my head, and then as I'm explaining out loud, sometimes barriers or vulnerabilities or, you know, obvious tweaks to the concept need to be made. I don't get that out until there's someone to bounce them off of, so I understand the value in that, having access to it. Alright, polymorphic will come back to. A core down here somewhere. There we go. Baranax of the Under. Yeah, I want to see 30 mil from this one. We're at like 4 mil, I think. Somehow, I don't know how we are with... I don't think we can't say anything yet. This is the second ruin. Maybe it'll perform better. That's not good. So that would be the core. There we go. Shows the ISK game. 10 mil is not bad. We have about half what I want off the site, but only 3 cans to go. I just realized that my notepad was closed. I closed it while I was mining yesterday off stream. There we go. Hey Archon, good morning. You watched my video I sent you 2 days ago? I watched all the links you sent me before. Tim, I have a PA that is underutilized. Human killing, yes. I don't want any of that problem. You can keep her. Man, that's a legit sale too. Like, hey, just don't have enough work for this person on my team. I have an extra body. You wanna take an extra pair of hands? Like, talking about the crazy person? No. I back you on it. That's him. I don't see how they don't have enough documentation to go ahead and terminate them. Like, I get different states have different laws, and some laws in some states make it really, really hard to do, but here in Georgia, it's all at will. You can terminate, not even give a reason. See, Slippers, it was a good value for COG members, given that we are not using the mining ledgers to charge people. I'm not familiar with that interaction. Like, so other organizations, the users get charged by their own corporate alliance to use a moon, maybe? There. So it's possible, but I don't think we're gonna pull 10 mil out of this one can. Hey, Widow. When inside a warp disruption bubble, would I be able to use my micro warp drive? I don't believe so. Chat will confirm, but I'm pretty certain no. See, Maryland is also at will. I'm pretty sure they don't want to fire people right before peak season. Hey, Apollo. Thank you for the retweet. Huck, hope you're doing well. I guess that's always the trap, though, Tim, right? Like, I get they're going into peak season, they want the extra pair of hands, but aren't they getting a net loss with this person? Like, I can't imagine this person actually doing any work to be useful. And they're tearing down people around them all the time, so it makes other people even less effective. You'd think you would net gain by getting rid of them. Let's go FY. I also need intel up.
Warp drive active.
There we go. I think it is dumb, but they aren't exactly setting the world on fire with their great ideas right now, so it doesn't surprise me. It's always that, not a barrier, but like, unintuitive system, right? Where you pay people as little as possible to get the best result possible. Whereas if you just paid people, I don't want to say fairly, but if you invested in your own business and paid people enough to give a damn, you would get better results. But a lot of companies just, let's throw as little resource at a problem as possible and just squeeze what we can out of the labor available. I presume, Tim, and I guess you and... Who was it the other day in chat that's also working at a similar place? And I think, like... Remember Browncoat Rex and somebody else? I don't think it was Pitch, but somebody... I think maybe Pitch... No, there's somebody out where Pitch lived, I think, though. They all worked at Amazon distribution hubs. And the company gets a good reputation, but I imagine that positivity comes from people who aren't idiots. Like, they've done well for those companies because they're competent. So maybe there'll be potentials for advancement for you pretty quick just because when you look around, look at what you're having to deal with otherwise. Dark Knight, hope you're doing well. Good morning. We found our first site, 21 mil, in our local. So now, work my way south and we'll get to the bomber eventually. I'm going to make more of an effort to break up the activity. If I bomb, I'll probably only bomb 15 sites and then go do something else and then we'll come back to it if intel allows. Let's go here. This one's on D-scan.
Warp drive active.
No ships on D-scan, so we can at least identify this. So I don't think I was going to stream it, but I did want to hop on to Marvel more in this next like 6 weeks. I might have to do this tomorrow or today. I probably need to do it today because there's no telling what time tomorrow they'll shut things down. Maybe noon their time. But I want to hop on and just record some things like costumes. And I put in my second mouse again, trying to get the scroll wheel to do the zoom in, zoom out, but it's not working. So it's going to make it a little difficult to capture some visuals on some costumes. It wouldn't be like for any content purpose, just for posterity's sake. Let's go here.
Warp drive active.
See, honestly, if I was hired at the same time she was, they would have handed me some random position already. People got them simply because they didn't have many options. If I got there 3 weeks earlier, then I would probably be making more money. And it's so strange, like, you think you would put the, more competent people into positions, not just, oh, well, we'll put this person here because they're already there. We're not going to change anything because they're already in position. It's like, guys, we barely beat this Astero onto the site. So good. He may have had the site pre-scanned because I never saw any probes out. Let's see if they start instilling drama. Not yet, he hasn't. It's getting closer though, which is weird. Too many traps. Nope, he's gone, alright. Not the core. Nothing in that direction yet. I don't have the coherence. We'll probably have to... Oh, there we go. 1, 2... Shit. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Oh boy. Not good. Alright. This is less than ideal. Alright, we're going to have to restart this game. Oh, already gone. Alright, so... Oh, I was going to say something like, I had a, not the exact situation, but a similar situation at the bank. I'd worked out for about 5 years at the time, and I've been trying to get over to the main office instead of the branch that I was at. Mostly because the main office was like a block away from my house. It was a lot closer, more convenient. But also, if you want to advance in the company, you need to be at the main office and be seen more, be more visible. And I knew that, so I started trying to get over there, but it never worked out. And then the branch I was working at hired a new assistant branch manager. Like, fresh out of school, no experience. Got the position simply because I think they're like a friend of the family's connection kind of a thing in the company. It was garbage, and I was ready to go. Like, the issue wasn't the individual, like, it wasn't the person did anything wrong at all. It was just they derped their way into an assistant branch manager position with 0 credentials. Had less education and experience than I did. That's when I realized, alright, this is a waste of my time. Alright, 2 plates there. That's 17 mil off this site. We still have a ruin to go. This way. So the traps, guys, it's just, like, that would have destroyed an alpha. An alpha would have been restarting right there for sure. Okay, these can't, every single one of these can't be a 1, not be anything here. Oh my god. Let's go this way. One of those, both 1s, they don't lead to anything. There's the core. Gutched him. Let's go here. Attacked by traps on both sides there. Grab the wrench. There's the core. Still have 2 remains left. So Baronex, I had a system admin that used to work for Amazon. What a raging cancerous household guy was. Do you think the two things were related or something, or talking about Amazon journals? What reminded you of them? There we go. Second temple done. Both temples combined for 45 mil about. Let's go BK4. See if that Evan pilot went this way.
Warp drive active.
Otherwise we'll back go to like 2 tech and then K1. Hey Marsh, good morning. This is after 15 burners on the first pull of the day. 1 bill in the bag already. What's the time investment on that, Zafri? I presume every pull is also a mission that needs to be ran. I don't know what the average mission completion time is. Hey, Blackheart. Alright, no SIGs, we're gonna crash a gate. Go 2 tech.
Warp drive active.
It's around 2 to 3 minutes per burner, plus travel time. Oh, okay, gotcha. I didn't realize the missions were so short. Pull takes around 10 minutes. I don't understand the pull taking 10 minutes. I thought pulling is just talking to an agent. Leave them alone. Let's go to K1.
Skill training completed. Warp drive active.
Hey, nice March. Congrats. Let's go AY.
Warp drive.
The only reason I knew he worked at Amazon was because he started every sentence when I worked at Amazon. Baronex. Other than that, though, right? Other than that, Baronex, you'd have no idea. Hey, Melvin, yeah. So Marvel Heroes is going to stay up and running until the end of the year, and then information went out yesterday from a former employee who was terminated that day that instead it will be shut down immediately, and will shut down tomorrow apparently. I was just saying I'm going to try and hop on there today after stream and do some video recordings of anything that I want to just keep for posterity's sake. Hey there, Whisper. Hello and welcome. You have to bookmark the site so my character with the skills to run them. Oh, okay, gotcha, Zafri. Not simply just talking to the agent and getting it, you also have to bookmark the site and then get those bookmarks transferred to the runner. I gotcha. They're almost like miniature DEDs then. Let's go 8B from the sound of it.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, Melman, it's crazy. What's crazier is that, like, they notified employees of termination when they weren't in the office, when most of them would be out of town, and then told them, I don't know if you saw the Averse tweet, told them that, hey, you need to get your stuff out of the office by Friday. It's like, it's Wednesday, it's the day before Thanksgiving. Most well, I shouldn't say most. A significant portion of people are going to be out of town, like, traveling for holidays, and then you tell everyone, oh, you're out of work, and you can come by and get your crap out. That'd be fantastic.
Warp drive active.
Alright. YTRD and MJ. We can ignore MJ, or MWJ. Gadgets ever, yeah, that's what it sounded like. But instead of hunting for the escalations every so many hours, you can just hop into a character and pull one, and then... Because you're doing that, you might as well do them all. That's why you probably want to keep all your timers synced, I presume. I remember we talking about timers before. That would probably be the hardest part of it for me. It'd be like PI, like my sessions and gameplay would have to be timed around those certain interactions. So we talked to others who knew him at Amazon, and no one there liked him either, so it wasn't just Amazon, it was him. So you had multiple people from the same center come to your guys' workplace afterward. Let's go here. Let's go to GB. Yes.
Warp drive active.
LF and AA. So AEM is the one we're worried about. There's an Astero and it's on D-scan. That's bad. Means the site is probably occupied. We'll scan down and give it a shot. Otherwise, we're heading to X-Tech R next. If you have 16 plus pullers, better split them into two groups, like two different timers, like two different... That way, like, you know, this two-hour block, or this 2-hour block is for 8 pullers, and the next 2-hour block is for the other ones. Maybe. Oh, combat site. Never mind. Over there. Let's go to X-Tech R.
Warp drive active.
That makes sense, Zephyr, yeah. Then when you start, like, your day, like, after your sleep cycle, everything's reset. You go and get your first batch set up on the first timer, and then that way you're not waiting 4 hours for your next piece of content, or 3.5 hours, how long it takes to cycle through all those. Let's go R3. I don't know. All my professional jobs have always been in banking. So, like, I finished school, went to a credit union for the city school system. It was like a 6-person office, so there was, you know, very low ceiling for advancement. I didn't want to sit there for the next 20 years waiting for someone else to retire, type of a thing. So I went to a commercial bank, a Synovus bank, for about 8 years, somewhere in the 5 to 8 year range. I think it was closer to 5. But let's go N8.
Drive.
Despite being a big organization, I probably could have taken the job elsewhere, like if I ever had to move to a different state. Because the Synovus banks were regional. I could probably transfer it if I ever had to move, but... Well, that would have been convenient. That situation to come up before I would just burned out on going in. For me, that bank job was more the coworkers. That's why I think I've been a lot happier if I went to a different location.
Drive.
But even that probably would have been like a slow reset. Like, I'd had new coworkers, and I would have not been sick of them for at least a certain amount of time. And it wasn't everybody by any means. It was just probably like 1 or 2 that drove me up the wall. You probably have that, you know, anywhere you go. But the main branch I was trying to get to had a coworker that we worked together really well. They're just an awesome person. And I think I would have been happier there for a longer amount of time if I would have made it over there. Check 18 tech. dead end system, but we'll see if there's any SIGs in there.
Warp drive active.
Did you really, Baron X? Now you say a family, is there like an actual name, or they have businesses outside the finance, or what? I never had any interactions with anyone outside the... Like, the local banks had a different name, and then Synovus was the group that owned or managed all of them.
Warp drive
And the
active.
SIG is unknown. Tim. Would you say, Tim, that despite the craziness, that Amazon's still a trade-up? I presume. Total system. I don't know what that is, Baron X. Right now, yes. I'm a little nervous for when we are in peak. If they don't get their heads out of their asses, they're going to really suck. I presume peak season sucks no matter what. It's just different degrees based on how prepared they are or make themselves. Let's go there. Let's go 1-1.
Warp drive active.
Let's go ZT.
Warp drive active.
EW. There's a Heron on D scan, the SIG's in range, and there's no probes out, so they're probably sitting on the site. So we're gonna move on to AY. Fighting two sites right after downtime was nice,
Warp
but
drive active.
we'll probably go run the diamond loop and then go think about our bomber. Hey, Sin. Thank you very much for the host. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. It's part of the Synovus family of banks. Total System is? I presume that's not the name of a bank, but instead like some kind of tech that they use. What the hell's going on here?
Warp drive active.
I think on D-scan to put me off the site. You can at least identify it. Peaks hard enough as it is. If they can't get their act together, it's going to suck even more than usual. Well, I guess you have nothing to compare though to, Tim, right? Like, in theory, this could be the worst peak ever, because you would hope by next peak they have it organized at all. Synovus buys a lot of banks, but doesn't rebrand them, so they still have their local bank feel, right? Used to work for the credit card oh, okay, gotcha. I got you, Baron X. Now it makes sense to me. I gotcha. Tolson is the largest processor of credit card transactions in the world. Oh, wow. Oh, combat site. Probably a 10 out of 10. This is level 4. Let's go here. Let's go to tech.
Warp drive active.
At that time, 81% of total system stock was owned by Synovus. As a company, I never had any issues working with them. First Date was the one I worked with like under the umbrella, and for the most part, the company was fine in terms of like HR and pay schedules, and they did what they were supposed to do. I think I had one interaction where like, what was it?
Warp drive active.
There's something about vacation times would be paid out, or I don't know, there was some kind of payroll snafu, and it took them a little bit longer than it should have to get fixed. And it wasn't when I was new. But something happened. I don't know if it was like position change. I think it was position change. And like 2 pay cycles later, my position change hadn't reflected in my paycheck, and it was a local bank who was more on top of it than
Warp
Synovus at
drive
that time. But
active.
that's one interaction. Holy crap, Tim. Synovus is huge. Most people outside the industry never heard of them. Yeah, I mean, I never would have had it not been for working at the bank here. Hey, RMK. Happy Thanksgiving. Are you up this early to cook, RMK, or are you up this late? Let's go here.
Warp drive active.
Let's go 2. They called in supervisors from all over the country to try and figure out how to fix things. Where was this at, though? Oh, wait, one job I had. Oh, because this wasn't an Amazon thing. It was just a different job in general. I can't imagine Tim managing a location and then knowing that supervisors from other places were being called in to try to figure out what I had screwed up. Like, even if it wasn't being presented that way, that's still effectively what's happening. I guess some things can be outside of a supervisor's control, but... Hey, Ari. Good evening. Gotta throw some stuff together and then drive to my mom's place. Ready for a day of cooking. Alright, 2 SIGs here I don't recognize. Let's go here.
Warp drive active.
TA, so both these SIGs are unknown to me. There's only one person local, and they are not on these sites. So, if either of these come back as a relic, we're in business. Ari, what are you up to? What are you working on? Let's go wormhole there. I keep getting notifications from Steam that games on my want list are on sale. I think it's the Steam Autumn Sale. It's going down. Combat and wormhole. You guys are the worst. Put this over here. Let's go there. Pull the probes. 08. There we go.
Warp drive active.
It's been raining all day here, RMK. Like, all day. It started up, I think, like an hour or 2 ago, and it's supposed to rain non-stop for the next, like, 12 hours. Or 16 hours. Hey, Heathen. I'm trying to think of who mines over here that I know. I know Apollo does, but he doesn't stream. Let's go UX.
Warp drive active.
But they live in Pravi, then I'll probably be in anybody's space at some point. We're doing skinning, that is. Man, more combat sites. The old SIGs. We're gonna go S9. And then we have to decide if we're gonna go grab the bomber or if I want to continue scanning. I probably want to grab the bomber.
Active.
That's crazy, Tim. Rush, are you the one with the big beard? No. I'm trying to think who in streaming has the big beard. I know Zal's had a beard sometimes, but it's been a while since he's streamed. I'm not sure who you're thinking of. I know between me, Frank, and Hazel, no one has a beard. Let's go TU.
Warp drive active.
Oh, Ken Masters, okay. Oh! Marquis, yeah, Marquis has the beard. That's true. I think Ken, like, I always think of Ken's long hair more than the beard. But yeah, Marquis has the beard. Okay, gotcha, Heathen. I'm not familiar with that one. Zafri? It's fine, Zafri. Just go get blown up, and then you'll wake up in a place where you can buy implants, then work your way back. Hey, Moopits. This is a known site. Let's go to AY. We'll grab our bomber. We still have like the rest of the pocket we're going to go into. Check for SIGs as well. Yeah, I think Marquis was on yesterday. And they're doing a sale. What is it? MD? So Plex is 15% off through Marquis Dragon through, I want to say Monday. And then if you use the Rushlot code, you get an additional 3% off. So you can get 18% off Plex right now. Let's go 2V.
Warp drive active.
Hey, Caligula. Usual so far. I undocked after downtime and found 2 relics, working my way towards the south. I'm heading into my pocket now to look for some SIGs, and then I'll grab the bomber and see if we can lap some Sanchas and find some escalations. Let's go H9.
Warp drive active.
Does remind me I need to open the curtains here. H9 will go C1 if there's nothing here. There's 1 SIG. Area's on D scan, because they're not on the site. Let's go there, scan. Whatever this is, probably level 2 site. Maybe level 1. Level 2 combat. We're going to go into C1.
Warp drive active.
Go over to HP.
Warp drive active.
MNH is unknown. So we'll go there.
Warp drive active.
Probes out. What lodge is that for? Confused. Is there a lodge on your burners or? Not familiar with Logi, or AI Logi. For the next 7 hours I'll be able to fly the Gila Hazel gave me I'll suck at it, but then I'll be able to fly it. Baranax, congrats. Helo's a good ship. A lot of use. What's the word? Not flexibility, but high degree of utility. Paramedics, Red Scum. Good evening. Economic teams have 2 Logi and 1 Assault Frig. I don't understand what a team is. I thought a team was a group of players, but maybe you're telling me it's a group of rats? Let's go to 7Y.
Warp drive active.
Friday's Thursday, paramedics. It's Thursday morning. At most, it could be Friday or Thursday night your time. Or you said Friday Eve. Okay. That was another one of those Red Scum tricks. Let's go here.
Warp drive active.
Well, so far it's a good start on the internet. We haven't had any issues in the first almost an hour. Thursdays don't exist, it's only Friday Eve. Well, here in the US it's a holidays, so there'll be some folks with more time off, but I figure a lot of people are going to be traveling today. It's him. Paradox. It's the right way to do it, though. Alright, we're going to go to GA. We have 2 systems checked, and we'll grab the bomber.
Active.
Those will grab our probes. What are you going to use it for, Baranax? Are you going to run 6s with it, or are you going to try to ride in it? Live the Tim life. There's a red back in AY Tech Y at the moment. Check TXJ real quick and then
Warp drive active.
keep an eye out for the red to see if they come into the pocket or not.
We're not just doing this for money.
Archon, dropping Twitch Prime, 2 months in a row.
We're doing it for a shitload of money.
Thank you very much for the continued support, Archon. I do appreciate it. Makes a big difference. Those of you not familiar with Twitch Prime, basically if you're an Amazon Prime user already, you have Twitch Prime for free. You just have to claim and redeem it. You get site-wide benefits on Twitch. And then once every 30 days they give you a token you can redeem in a channel of your choice for a free 30-day sub. It doesn't manually apply or renew anything, so you have to use every month that you want to use it. 4 SIGs in local. Holy crap. Scan these down real quick. And I expect to see 4 SIGs over here. Combat and wormhole. So I'm gonna drop this to 1. Zybrilka? I'm probably destroying your name. But hello and welcome. That's right, Baranax. Always have the next one fit and ready to go. Absolutely. Put this over here. I don't think this is the right one to go after, but we'll see. If it isn't, we can fix it easily. Gotcha, Baranax. Definitely ping Tim for the riding fit, and then Hazel for the D&D fit. Because they will be different. To some degree. At least as far as I know. Hey, good night, Archon. Hope you get some rest, and thank you very much. All combat data and wormholes. This local is the worst. Alright. Let's go there. Hit this.
Warp drive
Pull the
active.
probes. The red has come into the pocket. They're in H9 at the moment, so there are 2 jumps out. I'll probably stop at the dock. We'll go put eyes out on GA and see if we can watch them pass by. AG, we could go to the data site. I guess there's nothing stopping us. Data sites have a very low average payout. The ceiling is very high. What level is this one? Level 2? Alright, it's worth doing. We'll probably just cargo scan it. I doubt we'll even run the site, but we can warp to it and check the cans. Whisper, nothing amazing. We found 2 level 2 relic sites on the way down, and pulled 45 mil between them. So they're both below average. But that's exploration. There's a lot of RNG. Let's work over here. Probes in.
Drive active.
This is actually a good idea. I'm glad AG asked, because we need to do something to kill a few minutes while this red runs around the pocket and see what they're going to do. So in a level 2 data site, we're going to burn to the first data bank that's in range. And we can check all the cans from that location. At least I thought so. What the hell is this? Maybe this will work. We'll see. For some reason, the orientation seems different here. So in Prov, you can't just like run a can and leave the side up. You run all of them or you run none of them. So we're looking to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If any of the cans have value. If they don't, we'll just leave them all up. If one has value, then we'll run it, and then we'll run all the others on top of it. But the only thing that's going to show up of any important value is going to be a blueprint. So far, there are none. One more can to check. Nope, nothing here. Alright, let's go to GA.
Warp drive active.
Make sure the probes are in. Rip frames, a few. F5, you sissies. There we go. That was like a couple hundred frames, nothing critical. Whisper, there you go. That's what you need to find more of, absolutely. Let's see. Listener's name is... Where's he at? Okay, he's back in AY. So we're gonna go to TXJ again, grab the bomber. That was perfect. We gotta check the data site and then... I killed just enough time to find out where the road was gonna go. How rude. Man. Drop a few hundred frames and people lose their minds. We need to find... this. Go there. Go here. Put anomalies. There we go.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
My clear time is doubled now. What do you mean, Zafri? Because of the implants, or what? Or lack thereof? Alright, we're gonna break out the bomber. You guys get your guesses in. How many sites will we have to run to find our first escalation today? Whoops. There we go.
Warp drive active.
Chess is 16 again, Paramedics is 9. Because the implants, Zafri. 12, one day, it will be 12. Tim takes 13. 11 for Blackheart, 6 for Widowmaker. Alright, we're going to start with 63 today. So 78 is what we're looking for to get to 15. Oh, Tim. This previously on X-Men book is amazing. If anyone ever enjoyed the X-Men animated series from the 90s, there's a book called Previously on X-Men. It came out just recently. The author and his wife both worked on the series themselves, and he's compiled a lot of interviews. But it gives a lot of history, Tim, like the whole process of pitching the show and like what it took to get the show off the ground. And I've only read the first meeting they had, production meeting. Like Marvel's there, and then network people are there. Apparently, it was a pet project for somebody that had a lot of confidence in the concept, and just she worked herself up in the industry into a position where she could make something like that happen on her say so, and cashed in a lot of professional credit basically to make the show happen. We're gonna chase this cruiser down. You're all back over and sleeping again. Varanax. Maybe next year, Varanax. Maybe next year. Yeah, the title I thought was well done, Tim. Let's cut the engines here. There we go. Go back towards this cruiser a little bit. Joe Blog says 21. Oh wow. It's been a while for waiting for that one. Let's go here. Alright, we're in good position now. Don't worry, it's just a shield alarm. It's not your guys's. You may want to go cycle through all your accounts, so just be sure. Could be lying to you. Let's web these down. Make sure we count the site. This will be site number 1. Away from that sun. Zapri on the panicked, yep. Gave me a heart attack, Dark One. And Whisper, like, oh god. What account am I not thinking about right now? Where is that shield alarm coming from? One day we'll have the get goods in chat. You guys will be able to redeem them for a playing a sound on stream. It'll be the different alarms. You guys can on demand panic chat. Dark One gave you a heart attack. I'm almost willing to drop a web to fit a shield wrapper just to be able to do on command. Let's go to the next site. I almost died, Whisper. That's right, Cheese. That's the meta. Dark what? I cut the engines a little too early on this one. I think we're gonna be fine. Yeah, looks good. Easy. Let's see. Baranax, no, everything's fine. I may have been glancing around intel or been focused on getting the ship in position. Where'd this go? There we go. One battleship. Web it down. Site number 2 on the session. Cheese. The ultimate combination. It's weird to go 7 seconds without rush speaking. I don't know. I think I shouldn't. I should fill as much dead air as possible, but I know the first like hour or 2 of streaming is usually the quietest chat-wise, so there's less for me to respond to. I should default to the habit of just narrating what I'm doing, even if it's, you know, for the 15,000th time. I think I feel a little congested today, though. I don't know if I slept wrong or what. No, in the case of the Tim. Warp to the next side here.
Drive active.
There were a lot of nerds on Twitter losing their minds. Like, so Marvel Heroes just went to console this past summer. And so people buying things and doing transactions now, less than, you know, 6 months later, seeing the game shut down has got to be a huge shock. And this is my opinion on it. Doesn't mean that I'm right or that someone else is wrong or that someone else is right and that I'm wrong, but if you made a purchase more than 90 days ago, 90, 3 months, and you expect a refund, you're out of your mind. If you made a purchase less than 90 days ago, and you're looking into, you know, options and information, that makes sense to me. I can understand that concept. For both groups of people, I believe there is a 0% chance that you will ever see a dime. You'll ever get refunded anyway. At least from Gazillion. Supposedly, Microsoft is offering refunds for Xbox players. That's unconfirmed. I don't know anybody firsthand that's done it. It's just what people are saying on Twitter. So definitely take it with a grain of salt. Forgot to repair my Garmer. It's not going smooth today. Sorry. I need the link from Eric for Frank's quote on goons being bad and dumb. I don't know. Maybe some of you in chat will have a different perspective. Like, if you had done microtransactions in a game and then the game shuts down, as a consumer, what would be your view on a reasonable expectation? Like, when you buy a microtransaction from a game and it shuts down the next day, or the next week, or the next month, or the next year, like, let's go there. Oh, so Zafir, I was thinking about making a new character and taking it to Gundor. Instead of like waiting around for like a good contact, I'll do like a Goon day and just take a new character out to Goon Space and try to app and join. I don't know, like, not just Goon Space, but like I'll split like in Horde somewhere. Just the other blocks. I just don't know if they accept alphas. I know some of them do very easily, but I just don't know what the access points are and where to go and where to head. I don't know if there's a very good rail system for like when they take in new players to tell them where to go and what to do. So I wouldn't want to activate the account until it was productive at all. Like, it'd be dumb to start a new Omega and then it'd be dunked. I guess I need to count this site. So you need to submit a full API. Oh, that's easy, Zafri. It'd be a separate account, so there'd be nothing. Like, I'm not trying to hide anything. Since you stream, it'd be kind of hard to lie. Yeah, I wouldn't need to lie for anything. But I'm no Diplo. I mean, I could stream probably the same way I'm streaming now. Like, I don't reveal any OPSEC information. Oh, of all your accounts, that's just called being lazy. That's not lying. Hey, Capnata. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Plus, nerds always believe, Zafri, that if you play a different game or play a different character, that you've already deleted the other game or the other character. That won't be hard to convince people of at all. This is gonna be tricky. I need to Eve, tools, cost check, all before hitting this location. Go there. Go here, cut the prop mod. Cut this. Oh god, I'm approaching the wrong thing. This is fine. Everything is fine. Person local is cost, so I'm probably dead.
Warp drive active.
They left local, now I'm very confused. I am super confused. That was weird. Person local was 100% red. Please now know, watch for the name. I wonder if they's logged in, logged out, or what? Because they haven't been reported anywhere else in Palkia. Dark one. No, if they're a halfway competent pilot, you can maintain tackle and range. Because once they point me, I can't prop mod towards them. I guess it's possible they just logged in a pod. Let's go Z-kill and see what they're up to. Lower Bender. They've never killed anything before. They've only lost ships. That's interesting. And it's wormholes. Oh, they were in a wormhole. That's what it was. Okay. I am now suddenly less concerned about that pilot. Alright. This is a battleship. I need to count the site. Why is that battleship out of range? Probably because I had a different approach position at the beginning of the site. There we go.
Warp drive active.
Alright, those are all good. Captain Data, do you have to travel at all today? For most folks, today is about, well, even yesterday, this week in general, is about getting to other family's location or having family come in. All of our Indiana family used to come over to our house when I was a kid. I guess we had one uncle that we also went to. I can't remember if we like alternated or if we like feasted at one family's house one day and then the other family's house at the other, or what. And then for Christmas, usually everyone came up because we had two parts of the family that were down in Florida. Actually, only one part of them came up. There were a lot of years where I have an uncle that were in Orlando at the time, and years before that, that aunt and uncle had shared a home with my grandparents. They had moved from Indiana to Orlando just for retirement, and I think there were some negative interactions based around the idea of an adult daughter living with her mother and them trying to kill each other. Not literally, just not getting along in a home setting at their ages. So we didn't hear from that part of the family for a while. A wormhole with 10 non-sleeper relic data sites? Nice, Whisper. Congrats. That's a good find. Oh, rip frames, guys. That's only 300, though. Not too bad. Driving to Indiana to sister's house? Ah, I got you, Captain Data. I know I was supposed to call some family later today. I think my mom was going over to my sister's. Web this one down. This is site number 5. I don't remember who guessed the lowest number for site count. Let's take a look. Widowmaker took 6, which will be the next site, so we'll see. Diablo, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Widow. This is the end of site number 5. The next one will be number 6. But Diablo, what are you up to today? Any plans?
Warp drive.
5 is complete. See, Mira, I'm eating leftover pizza and playing Eve today. That sounds like a wonderful plan. Jay, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Alright, Mira, so what are the pizza toppings? We need to have all the details. It's been a while since I've had pizza. Every so often I'll do like Domino's chicken, and then every like 6 orders they give you a free pizza. But it has to be a pizza, so I'll get like thin crust and then chicken, and either chicken barbecue or I'll do like an Alfredo chicken or something like that. Yeah, Captain Nada. I mean, my family was all here in Georgia until about maybe 6 years ago. And then my mom moved back to Indiana. And then within a year, I think my sister moved back as well. Need to wash my performing clothes for tomorrow's gig. What? Jay. I feel like there's a whole side of your life that we have no knowledge of, Jay, that you're about to educate us on. Right, paramedics? The life. Yeah, definitely Diablo. I haven't been, I guess like a real family gathering in probably maybe 6 or 7 years ago. My mom and sister were still in town. I have an aunt and uncle that are still in the area. And they came over at the time. They all came to our house. It was me and my girlfriend at the time. It was kind of her first time doing the whole family Thanksgiving thing. Paramedics. Alright, bundle wave. Let's grab the battleship. It's interesting because, like, as a kid, it's all taken, you know, I won't say for granted, but like it's routine, right? It's like, oh, this is holiday time. It's time for so-and-so to come visit and things like that. And then as an adult, you know, people spread out and relocate and things like that. And so see, wow, there's a lot of time. What is Widow? Sorry, I missed context on that. Oh, I need to count this site, don't I? Nope, this is site number 6. Alright, good. Zafiri, congrats, getting good. Diablo, last one I went to was 13 years ago. I stayed for an hour, went home, told wife to find her own way home. That's the introvert showing Diablo. It's like, what did y'all do wrong? You guys didn't do anything wrong. I just got tired of you. Widowmaker.
Active.
With the correct guess, site number 6. First escalation of the day. Game is easy. Widowmaker, you're the best. Site number 6. Where's this one at? 6 tech, that's in the diamond. Alright, we'll bookmark that. We'll still do like the 15 sites, and then we'll go bookmark that one, and then on the way back we'll scan for, or on the way there and back we'll scan for SIGs. Wise man once said, there's family and then there's people we choose to love, right? But yeah, Diablo. I mean, I'm the same with, like, guys, family gatherings and just social interactions, like social gatherings, like people's birthdays and stuff, get together. I'm good for about 2 hours. And then I've exhausted all possible positive conversation I can have with people. And it's just like, I'm ready to go home. Like, there's nothing wrong. There's not a problem. I'm just done. But extroverts usually don't understand it. They like, you know, they recharge, they gain energy by being around people. And introverts, it's exhausting to be around people. Baranax, okay, I'm out, heading to Georgia. American nerds, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Everyone else, enjoy your Thursday. Hey, Baranax, thank you for hanging out. Hope you have a great one. Travel safe. I know the roads will be crazy. There's a lot of rain in Georgia today, by the way. Like the next 14 hours, so definitely be safe. That's right, Widowmaker. Lucky number 6. Got good. Easy. Guard dog, good morning. Hope you're doing well. That's that forever. Heard that one before. See, Captain Data, my sister and I may not speak for months, then out of the blue she call and talk for like 3 hours like we're BFFs. My sister and I will text back and forth randomly. We don't really talk on the phone much. It's usually the holidays when mom's like, I'll call her, talk to her for a few minutes, and she's like, talk to your sister. Alright, fine. We text plenty, it's fine. It's okay. She and I both still buy comic books, or have started buying comics this past year, so we'll send texts back and forth when we pick up our comics, and like she gets some of the X-Men titles I get, but she also focuses on Spider-Man titles. She's a Spider-Man fan. Diablo, after about an hour, even the people I love become annoying, and I know it's just me, for the most part, I can accept. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I remember this birthday gathering I went to. It was my exes and I's like mutual friends. It was 2 of our friends that had the same birthday, or they were very close to each other, like date-wise. So we would celebrate both their birthdays in the same weekend, and we got together probably like 20 people at somebody's house, just sitting around drinking, talking. And after about 2 hours, I'm just done. And there was one of her friends' husband was really easy to talk to, and we were kind of, I don't know, he was the right pace for that type of that scenario. Like, he was very laid back. And, like, you could see other people. He was pretty charismatic. He had a good personality, interact with people well. And then some guy was like, hey, we should sing this song karaoke. And this guy was just like, nah, not gonna happen. There's this whole bonding moment of like, man, someone else who doesn't mind telling people no. That is a skill. Like, people go along with a lot of crap just to avoid telling people no. I don't get it. I don't understand it all. I have no hesitation to tell people, nope, not interested. Some people, it's like their phobia or something. They'll go along with a lot of weird crap just to avoid what they perceive as awkward as disappointing other people, I guess. He was just like, no, there's no way I'm singing this song for you. I'm sorry. Not a chance. Paramedics, I'm such a wallflower. What are all those explosions from your ship? The real deal. So, smart bombs, okay? They take your capacitor and turn it into an AoE blast. And my high slots are all smart bombs. So I don't have to target anything. AoE damage just kicks out. Jeez, that's the RNG. You gotta have the bad RNG to get the good RNG. Hey, Unknown. What are you looking for, Unknown? Looking for his in-game channel. Let's do Eve chat at Unknown. But keep in mind, I don't like actively watch that chat channel. So like, if you're trying to link me a fit or a lost mail or something, mention it in stream chat. Otherwise, I'll never see it. Let's see. Rad is looking for anyone who lives in wormholes. So if anyone lives in a wormhole, Rad might be looking for help in chat there. This is a double battleship wave. Grapple that one. Have the sight over there. Put a web on this one. There we go. What class wormhole, Red? I think they're just recruiting Diablo. They're just looking for pilots. Yeah, Dark One puts on tinfoil hat. Alright, so we're for the next site.
Warp drive active.
That same birthday party I was talking about a moment ago, the theme to it, I guess, was melee Nerf weapons, right? And I don't know what they were going to do, but there was another friend of ours. He was a little guy. He was like 5 foot nothing, maybe 100 pounds soaking wet. And I'm like, this is going to suck for him. So I went to Toys R Us with him, and we went and bought the most obnoxious Nerf guns we could find. These things were awesome. They were kind of like assault rifles. You had magazines with like I think 12 to 16 shots in them. We got to the checkout counter and the lady's like, "Do you guys already have batteries?" And we're like, "What do you mean?" And we didn't look at the box or anything. So she points out that it takes like 6 D batteries to power these things. And I'm like, "Oh god, we need some. Do you have some?" She had them at the counter. She's like, "Here you go, boys." And we're like, "All right." At the time, I'm probably late 20s. He's early 20s. And this lady's just watching out for us. We grab these. We show up at the party. We weren't like firing them or anything. It was just kind of like to just goof off at first, and then people start drinking. And so I tell him at some point, I'm like, "All right, they're all gathered in the dining area. This is the time. You should go in there and mow them all down." He's like, "All right." So I'll set up on their side and we'll give him a crossfire. He's like, "Cool." So he goes over there, and like I'm setting up the fire, but I'm not really gonna cause much chaos. But he's had a little much to drink at this point, so he's just popping people. He's mowing them all down with his Nerf gun. And this guy is in a bar stool, and I guess a Nerf dart bounced off of him when he was trying to catch it in the air, and he lost his balance on the bar stool and went down like a ton of bricks, like and banged his head against the floor, hardwood floor. And I'm like, by the time that guy had already done all that, I already stopped firing, gone back into the room. Chris was making sure to empty everything he had in his guns, and I heard this round bang. I'm like, oh wow, you just killed somebody with a Nerf gun, man. That's not cool. He's drunk, so he's in that paranoid drunk state where he's like, what do we do? I'm like, well, we're gonna have to hide the body now, man. Like, you got us here. You gotta get us out of here. He's laughing and he's having a good time. But the guy was fine. He got up and shook it off. He wasn't hurt or anything. But fatality, right, Dark One? But I was like, oh, well, that went in a direction that I didn't anticipate. That was a little more severe than I thought it was going to be. I keep getting ganked. How can I avoid bubbles over wormholes? Interceptors or T3 cruiser. That's about the only way you can avoid it. Otherwise, you just have to jump through and see if they're going to be there. Or if you found a wormhole to ISK. I don't think they can bubble ISK bubbles I'm aware of. Yeah, Dark One. The guy was trying to be fancy and catch the dart midair, and all here is like, got it, and then crash. I'm like, oh, he did. He's not getting back up. And then I ran into the same birthday party. I ran into a guy that I worked at a movie theater in high school with his girlfriend. And I can't remember which one was recognized the other one first, but I didn't know the guy, so I was just being sociable. Big mistake. That's where this whole plan fell apart. And we got to talking, and this guy was creepy as hell. I don't know if he just really needed a friend or what, but He was getting way too attached way too quickly, and I was like, it's time to go. I think that burned up some of my extrovert fuel for the night. Like this guy. Nope.
Warp drive active.
Man killed with Nerf gun, news at 11. That's pretty much what it was. It was... I thought he killed that guy. I was like, well, way to ruin the party, man. It's all fun and games, so you kill someone with a Nerf gun. Oh yeah, now I remember. They were in the like carport area. They were doing like Nerf duels. Like they'd have people with Nerf weapons kind of just going at it. Not like savagely, but they just kind of almost fence with them, just try to tag the other person with their weapon. And the guy I went Nerf gun shopping with felt like this guy's gonna have no chance. He's way too tiny for this, so we're gonna give him a Nerf gun. And I was like, I want a Nerf gun, so I bought one for myself. And I ended up using it at my hobby store. I'd take it in there and store it there, and then during the like pre-release events for Magic or any big tournaments we were doing, if the natives got a little too unwieldy, I'd break out the Nerf gun and cathartically unload a couple of magazines to unwind. A Nerf gun, though, especially an automatic one, is a wonderful tool for when a nerd is trying to explain something to you that's wrong. Like, you nerds smell, you need it for breeze or something, or someone calls you over for like a ruling on a card interaction, and they don't agree with it, and they're trying to explain their position. Just hold down the trigger, makes this huge, loud, obnoxious sound. They're getting pelted with Nerf darts. It's wonderful. Oh, did I miss Demira ever say the pizza toppings? Hey, Backland. Missed yours as well earlier. Scrolling back up. Nope, okay. I think I missed it. That's the final wave. Let's grab the battleship. What smart ones are you using? Large faction ones. Navy Imperial and Sancha, True Sancha smart bombs. Mechanically, they're the same. You just get them from different sources. This is the completion of site number 10. Yeah, these are all faction smart bombs. You can use meta smart bombs. They just... You have to make more of an effort, because you'll end up chasing down some rats, because you have reduced range and damage. T2 smart bombs are trash. They take more cap, and you don't gain enough range or damage to justify the cap cost on them. Like, you could finish a site like this with meta smart bombs. I personally just wouldn't enjoy it. You wouldn't be able to sit on position and go from there. Not worth going full bling and get officer ones for more range? No, not at all. Because that's like the whole objective of this site or this methodology is to get your ship in position and all the rats die around you without you having to move. So if you go officer bombs, you're not going to clear the sites at any faster to a relevant degree. As it is, there's 4 basic rally points in this local. That's the most you can have that I'm aware of. And if I clear them any faster damage-wise, then I'll be waiting on respawns. But the extra range on the officers definitely have no value. For this narrow interaction, like, on gate camps, maybe, but definitely not in this activity. Hey, Rashad, good morning. Rashad, you been up all night, or are you up early? Another food challenge has been taken on? Damn it, Rashad. It's Thanksgiving, Rashad. It's not Thanksgiving is not a food challenge, Rashad. It's Thanksgiving. Do you have any plans today, Rashad? Are you going anywhere? I don't know if you have to travel to go see family or not. Hey, .dk. Hope you're doing well. Kill the prop. Cut the engines. There we go. Let's see. Trying some rattlesnake needs time to learn it's another playstyle than the VNI. Yeah, absolutely. So VNI is semi-passive, semi-AFK. The rattlesnake is very much active. Like the Mercurial here. The Mercurial is an active rider, but it's also a lazy one. Like I just gotta put the ship in position, and then we're good for like 3 minutes. With the rattlesnake, you've got to micromanage every wave, every rat, missile volleys, drone usage. Whip these battleships down. Let's go 4 there. I think Rashad pulled Rashad and said hi and then disappeared. But the rattlesnake can get the havens down to like a 12.5 minute clear time. You'd almost get 5 an hour done, if not for travel time. The rattlesnake warps very slowly, so that's the biggest limitation there. So no rush, I'm going to be home. Thanksgiving is at my house, and yes, I've been up all night. I need to see time for the family dinner for Popeyes. Oh, they're coming to your house, Rashad. Hey Apollo, welcome back. Let's go warp over this way.
Warp drive active.
Rashad, you've been up all night though, Rashad. I guess your plan, you can sleep in the morning. You don't have to worry about people coming over until the dinner time. Mira, I loved Battlestar Galactica, and when I started Eve, like, that was definitely one of the inspirations. I was like, which ship do you want to fly? It's like, which one looks like a Battlestar? I guess the Mercurial does to some degree. Did you ever play the, somebody in chat was telling me this earlier this week. I can't remember who and I don't remember what day, but apparently the Battlestar Galactica online game transitioned from a web-based game to its own client. It was a nice little put-around game. I never put a whole lot of time into it. But best ship in Eve is Hyperion. Rashad's low-sec adventures, grabbing skill books in his unfit Hyperion. Let's see, Backlund seems rather easy to use that setup. Absolutely. How much is ISK per tick? The ticks are not very much. The ticks are just padding. The main reason for doing this is the escalations. I clear a site every 3 or 4 minutes, so I get like 15 chances an hour at a DD. The rat ticks per hour are like 50 mil. They're between 16 and 18 million. I guess I've had a few 19 mil ticks, but I'll say 16 to 19 mil. But the bookmarks for the 6 to 10s I farm, I get about 1 per hour, and they sell for 90 mil a pop in Provi. So I pull about 140 mil an hour with the method. And there's RNG related. Like the rat bounties are the static part. The dynamic part is some hours you'll get multiple deities, some hours you'll get none, but you'll average out to 1 per hour. I like it because it allows me to set up on these sites and then excuse me. Once I warp to them and get in position, I'm done with the site. But the bounties are just like a floor padding to guarantee you get something out of the activity. What I also like about it is it's easy to drop in and out of. So let's say you can only hop on and play for 20 minutes. You can easily bomb 3 or 4 sites and then dock back up. Where a lot of activities in Eve take a lot of prep time, travel time, things like that. Smart bombing, if you're working from home or you're home with the kids for some reason, or you have some kind of real life, I won't say distraction, but obligation that's keeping you from diving into other activities, you can easily undock, bomb a few sites, dock back up as needed very quickly. Let's see. Let me count this site. This is site number 12 completed? Yeah. Yeah, where the carrier is obviously with more ISK per hour. You just have to micromanage a lot more. Let's see, Mira, Eve is about the only base game that seemed interesting to me. STO, Star Trek Online, KOTOR or SOTOR. Descriptions of gameplay just aren't exciting for me. I enjoyed Star Trek. I like Star Trek's spaceship controls. I'm not big on their away party stuff. It's lackluster. It's better than it used to be. Definitely improved over time. But when Star Trek Online first came out, their away party ground missions were abysmal. Now they're tolerable. Now I don't mind them as much, but I do like flying ships in STO. I never played the KOTOR games. I've seen people play them. I have played SOTOR, and SOTOR is like the best bang for buck free-to-play game out there. Like it's insane the amount of content you get for free in SOTOR. They are, in a couple of interactions, very heavy-handed with the push to go premium, but in my opinion, it's overridden by the vast amount of content you get in SOTOR for free. Okay, gotcha, not KOTOR. Alright, let's cut the prop mod there. Cut the engines. Towers down, everything's in range. Alright, cool. And then this allows me, like, the site's prepped and ready to go, now I can focus on chat. Ironhide, thank you for the retweet, I appreciate that. If you guys want the bot to catch the retweets, just do the add tweet command. Replace the question mark with your Twitter handle. Thank you for all the retweets. Rashad. Rashad the Titan. Mad Cow, this is an Macarial. This is the Angel Cartel battleship. I've heard that, Mad Cow. I've heard really good things about Galaxies, but I wasn't ever active in that one. Did you Paramedics? It's a great game. It still is. They put out a new update expansion not long ago. Jeez. Alright, his name and intel I need to watch out for. Alright, this is the final wave. Let's grab these battleships real quick. Grapple the first one. Out the site, wait for the locks. This is the end of site number 11? No. 13. There we go. He's still doing the Bitcoin. The other one, Apollo, the quote-unquote high-value one. It's on the second rig with CPU mining. I'm not using the graphics card for it. Wasn't worth. I want to find a better system than Minergate, but I just don't know enough about the whole thing to know what to jump to. See, I don't know if Tim actually played it, or Tim's regurgitating what so many people in chat have said. It was your first game. I still play the emulator just as good. Was your first game or your first MMO, Mad Cow? There we go. Just mining in general, I meant, but the 37 and yeah, Monero, there we go. I haven't checked my totals in a while. I missed a couple of weeks, not a month, but I moved my computers around a little bit and forgot to set it back up when I finished, and about 2 weeks of not doing so. I think my perception of it, Apollo, is I don't know how or when we're ever going to be able to withdraw. Like, do you have to hit a certain amount with Monero before you can withdraw anything? Or convert it to Bitcoin or whatever? I know Reed suggested a wallet program, but I haven't bothered looking into it yet. Probably once I have that first withdrawal, then I'll be like, oh, this is... productive, at least. Right, kill the prop. Let me get in position, I'll catch him on chat some more. Tower should go down next cycle. That Desi's gonna be out of range. Wow. Alright, go that way. Is it possible for a solo player to build his own jump bridge? So currently Widow, like, all you have to have is bosses and Sov. So I'm gonna go with no. Because you have to own the space to put down a jump bridge. You can't own space as a solo pilot that I'm aware of. Like, mechanically could you? Yes. Is it realistic? No. Okay, gotcha, Matt. Got your first MMO. My first MMO was City of Heroes. And then WoW, and then Eve. And then Rift. I did play some Guild Wars 2, but like, maybe for a year. It's Tim O. I actually played it. It was my first MMO. Loved it. And they changed it. Oh, yeah, the NPG or whatever. I think the best thing to do is ignore Bitcoin and go from Monero to USD. I guess I see look into actually how to do it, Paulo. Use a wallet system that Reed told me about and see if I can actually get the transfers to go through. Or if it'll break anything. Yeah, no problem, Widow. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Mad Cow, about the crafting system. Really? Eve was your first one, Paramedics? And then Warhammer Online and Rift? Warhammer Online was a lot of fun. A buddy of mine was super hyped into it and was trying to not sell it, but like encourage some of us to check it out. And I eventually did, but it was later on in the life cycle. But Warhammer Online is the first one that I experienced public questing, which is something Rift did really well with later. And that's the only way. Guild Wars 2 does it as well. That is the only way I like leveling. It's public questing. So far, anyway, that I've ever experienced. I don't think I've counted the site. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. There next.
Warp drive active.
If you have enough bots, you could. I don't know what you mean by bots, Apollo. Do you mean like rigs doing the thing? The biggest issue I have with Apollo is that the miner gate system will cap you. Like, I cannot use my graphics card to farm Monero. And I wouldn't want to use my nice rig to do it. But I want to be able to see like what the benchmarks are. And I presume it's a limitation on an artificial limitation on miner gate's side, but I don't know that. Let me get in position here and then I'll catch up and chat some more. Let's see, Mad Cow. That's what I think. I think Eve is missing. Variance in what people build and credit for it. It should say built by. Oh, gotcha. I mean, they let you name it, so you kind of have that option to do so. Let's see, first ever MMO was Asheron's Call. I remember the title, but I've never actually seen Asheron's Call. I just remember it being talked about. Then Eve, then WoW, then Rift for a while. Mira went from WoW to Eve to Rift to Eve again. Yeah, Rashad, MMO, best MMO, Maple Story. I still remember when Gluttony got me the loot pets in Maple, because he was tired of watching me walk past all the loot. Hey, Whisper, congrats. Cyrillac, hope you're doing well. Oh, nice, Paramedics. So I mined minerals and sold them on the market. I could buy almost anything I wanted in the game. In Star Wars Galaxy, you could actually make money from mining. Unlike Eve, and it was AFK mining. You have to go into greater detail, Tim. Like, because you make money in Eve through mining as well. It's just that currently writing is more productive at a lazier effort ratio. Maybe you're saying that mining was lazier in Star Wars Galaxies and more productive than what? Like, was there a writing equivalent in Galaxies? Oh, gotcha, Paulo. I gotcha. Let's go here. Put that over here. This is actually site number 15 then. Yeah. We'll go bookmark our current escalation. Go look for some SIGs. Big boss. It was my second. And before I started City of Heroes, I was definitely one of those console players that was like, pay 15 bucks a month to play a game, that's dumb. You guys are idiots. Who would do that? And two of my friends, we were all comic book nerds, they were like, you need to check out City of Heroes. I'm like, that's dumb, I'm not paying $15 a month to play a video game. Especially with you idiots. And then I tried it, I'm like, oh, this is addictive. I see the light now. And then learned more about the industry and realized that, like, okay, these companies have to pay costs to maintain these servers and continue development and things like that. Frank's favorite game is EverQuest, Whisper. I don't know if you've ever been here for a Frank stream. Frank's usually on from 1700 to 2200 UTC. I don't know if Frank will be on today because of the holiday, but I knew I would be, so here we are. Actually, I need to go to the station after this, don't I? Next bomb cycle should finish it. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
There we go. Cool, like I never got into RuneScape. Like I played it a few times, but I never got very far into it. I don't think anyone called WoW the first MMO, Big Boss. I don't know if you can view something somewhere. Rashad Rush, I meant to tell you I did the $20 Taco Bell challenge. It's not a challenge, Rashad! Going to random food places and stuffing your face is not a food challenge. Came in 5th trying to get the world record. Rashad. Tim, you would put down a mining machine and come back to it after a couple of days, but you did need to actually find dense pockets to mine. But it would take 20 minutes to find a good spot and leave it there for 2 days. When I was trying to become a Jedi, I would buy all the best buffs from the medics, and it never felt like I was breaking my wallet. Did that weapon timer to fall off?
Docking permission requested.
Let's see, Dot Rush, should you out on Black Friday? I have absolutely no idea what Dot DK is asking, but if you're asking if I will go out on Black Friday, no, not a chance. I do want to find a TV though, so I'll probably shop online for a deal on a TV. I want to have one I can use for the Sega Genesis I got, and then this house is wider for cable. I've just never interacted with it before. Here's our journal. Let's go ahead and set destination there. Let's put you guys over here. Go to anomalies. Hit the gates. Go there. Easy. Alright. Do the journal back up. So we're heading to this location to bookmark the gate so we can sell it to Frank and we'll be good to go. Oh, no, you're fine, .dk. I just assumed you were talking about Black Friday in general. I didn't know if you had a specific question or not. I think I would be more addicted to SOTOR currently if there was something for me to spend credits on that I cared about. Like, I know you can buy visuals on the market, it's just I don't have the immersion attachment that... Like, I'm not a super big Star Wars fan. Same thing for Star Trek Online. If there was something for me to farm for, I'd probably care more. Madcap. Hey, Terror. Mine with 18 health is hard, even with 6 monitors. Are they all in barges or what, Terror? Ooh, a new SIG.
Warp drive active.
Let's go there. Scan this way. Here in Denmark, thing going crazy. Really? I didn't realize Denmark had Black Friday. I thought it was mostly a US thing. It's Relic site, boys. Alright. Can we get onto it first, though? It's within D-scan range, so I need to scan it, and then... Alright, so there should be nobody out there. Let's see. Right, paramedics? It's crazy. Don't get me wrong, I am a sucker for a sale. I like a deal. I will spend some money. All I have to do is convince myself that I'm saving money doing it, but... My aversion to being around people is much stronger than my aversion to overspending, I guess. .tk. Kazamania, hello and welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Bombing makes me about 140 mil an hour, and then exploration makes me about 100 mil an hour. RNG is a factor, so some hours will be more productive than others, of course, but the averages work out that way. So a lot of roll of 6 on this one. Didn't really give us too much information, though. But this is roll of 6. When you have a hostile node in the middle of 6 other nodes, the core is going to be 1 click away. There we go. Nothing in the first can, unfortunately. This is a level 1 site, so that's the only ruin that had the highest potential, but not the... There's no guaranteed payout for it, so we'll move on to the next remain. You hate Christmas, paramedics. What? I will admit, like, or agree that Christmas is super commercialized. But they'll have a lot of good memories of holiday times as a kid for Christmas. I still have the original Treetopper Star from when I was a kid, and it's like animated, like it spins on the internal part, and it doesn't really function anymore. I'd love to replace it, but they're like $300 on eBay. And as much as I have a nostalgic attachment to it, $300, $300. So maybe someday. I don't have a Christmas tree. The last Christmas tree I kept and maintained, I'd had since I was a kid. Hey, 3 plates. There we go. And I had to leave that one in Texas when I moved to Florida, so... Rush, we're all living in America. Do what, Apollo? See, Wild Sage, I'm in the UK, and Black Friday has only become a thing the last couple of years. Our big sales always used to start on Boxing Day, yeah. And I feel like here, in the US, it's not even really that big of a sale anymore. It's more just like a hype promotion. People just assume what they're buying is a good deal instead of actually looking to see. For example, this is a very narrow example, but look at gaming consoles. Like, gaming consoles this season won't be on sale. Older versions of like the Xbox and PlayStation or whatever will be, but like the most current generation thing, like Switches. I was interested in the Switch, and the Switch has been out for what, a year now? The Switch is still going to be $300 retail, so. Oh wow, Captain Data. That was an easy cam. We still pulled like 25 mil off this site. For a level 1 site, that's pretty decent. Let's go this way.
Warp drive active.
Already op success. We found a relic site on our way to our escalation. Oh, this one from Rashad. Raj, all I need to do is beat 24 minutes for the Popeyes 16-piece family meal challenge. It's not a challenge, Rashad! I have world record. I'm going to train Monday. You can't train. Stuff your face. Damn it, Rashad.
Warp drive active.
Man, Rashad. Have I ever gone the opposite direction? I don't know if you've been around before, Rashad. I started working out back in April. So I go like 4 or 5 times a week now. Some weeks are better than others. Like right now I'm super sore. We did these dumbass air squats yesterday. And like squatting is a big part of the working out because of like all the weightlifting and a lot of the running. You want to build up the legs, but...
Warp drive active.
There's something called Tabata yesterday. And it's like... do as many air squats as you can in 20 seconds, and then rest for 20 seconds, and then do 20 seconds more of however many you can do. Do that for 4 rounds. So it's like just under 3 minutes for that one activity. Then you move on to another activity. But like, my upper legs, like the thighs, were on fire. The quads, I guess. And my legs physically felt like they were burning.
Drive
I don't know the person in local. These tuna SIGs, though, weren't here last time I passed through. Oh god. UI, please. Let's go there. Probes are out, but they're mine. I want to check this pilot's name and see if they're hostile. They are. Alright, there's red in the system. Alright. Good to know. So we can go over this way. Back over here. Where the hell am I? TU Tech R. There we go. So this person could be camping. They're not on D-scan, they gotta be somewhere, so I'll probably identify the sites and then come back. Apollo America is a song performed by German band Rammstein, the Black Friday thing rush. Are those two things related, Apollo? I'm confused. I remember Rammstein, the band, but that was like 20 years ago. Yeah, exactly, Tim. But they get, hey, wait, what? Man rush, but hey, you getting those gains, that's what's important. There's just some days that are super rough. The running is the worst, but I do feel a lot better running now than I did when I started. Like, I can definitely tell a difference there. Like, I'm still a terrible runner. When I first started going there, like, usually the warm-up jog is like 400 meters, and I couldn't finish it when I first started. That was the worst part. I'm not saying it's easy now, but it's definitely, I can finish it now compared to when I started. Which just feels better being able to do it, as opposed to trying to do it before and just not being able to. Captain Data? So explain that one to me, Captain Data. Like, what's the perceived difficulty? Let's go S9X.
Warp drive active.
I want to come back and do these relic sites, but I'm not going to do them while this guy's chilling. I presume he's cloaked up on a site. Oh, okay, no, you're in probably Medco. Probably don't need crayons to explain this. Probably, because I don't know if you're having more than one conversation at a time. He said something about a song named America by Rammstein. I'm familiar with the group, but I have no knowledge of the song. I'm guessing the song has something to do with Black Friday. Any detail past that, Apollo? Lost me. Moon Ninja! Good morning. Moon Ninja. So, Marvel Heroes is shutting down tomorrow. Not the end of the year. You probably already know, but in case you missed it, if there's anything you want to do last minute. I'm going to try and do some recordings today, not for like content purposes, just for nostalgic purposes or posterity. I want to hop in and record some of the costumes and the items. I didn't talk about it at the time, but Averse has talked about it on stream before. But I got to help design... I shouldn't say design. I got to help name or do the thematics for some of the Danger Room items. Which was really cool. I enjoyed doing it. I remember Averse DM'd me on Twitter. I was like, hey, if you want to name some of the items, you know, we're looking for some suggestions. And I'm like, how long or how soon do you need them? They're like, ASAP, but, you know, we can give you a couple days or whatever. I stayed up all night. Just, like, cross-referencing on Marvel Unlimited. Like, what can I find? Because, like, Sauron. Finding that Tanya's love letter was crazy. I thought the Cyclops was Right t-shirt was really good. Apparently Realnir liked that one a lot when he saw it. I have to go back and look at other ones. I know the Fist of Apocalypse, and then... I don't think I did the Fist of Apocalypse. Pretty sure I didn't. You heard sad face, yeah. And on top of that, Moon Ninja, so like the employees, right? While they're out on vacation, get notified that, hey, you know, everyone's terminated, and you have until Friday to get your stuff. You know, it's Thanksgiving week. Like most people, I shouldn't say, again, not most. A significant portion of people are out traveling right now. And getting that news is insane. Rush, remember when you did that 24-hour stream people were mining for, and I was streaming and then doing it and ended up snoring? I do remember that. Rashad fell asleep. We had a 24-hour mining fleet going while I did Marvel Heroes on stream. We had a prize pool too. Like there was a big pool of ISK that whoever stayed up to 24 hours would split the pile of ISK. But Marvel Heroes is the only game I ever streamed for 24 hours. I did like a 16 or 20 hour stream with Bell and JTW for EU4, Europa Universalis, but Marvel is only the one I've ever done 24 hours for. I think I did 2 of those. Alright, let's get rid of this one. Captain data. Let's go X. Yeah, let's go this way.
Warp drive active.
Tim, I didn't know you helped with that stuff. Yeah, we talked about it on stream like once or twice. I didn't publicize it ever, and then Averse mentioned it on stream one time, and I'm like, oh, well, if you're gonna help me, I can talk about it now. But it never came up since. Yeah, definitely not Moon Ninja. Is that guy going to get his stuff out, or are we really going to send Frank under the covers, Rush? I'd be all for it, but I was mostly with those tweets trying to get Averse to have a laugh. I have no idea if it worked or not, but hopefully. The idea of putting Frank in a wig would amuse him.
Warp drive active.
So this way, this way. Alright. We're going to bookmark the site and then make a contract real quick. You jump into a system and Tripwire has 7 SIGs listed, or my favorite, they have everything posted in the PS window, including all the anomalies. I haven't seen the anomalies in a while, Captain Data. I do know what you mean. The anomalies ones were super annoying. Let's go 610 in 6 tech. OQJV. Timer is 12:16. We're gonna dump it off in the station over here.
Warp drive active.
Then we're 2 jumps away from that red. Oh, if that's the guy, then those relic sites are open. It is. Oh man, he's in a cheetah. I knew it. He was sitting on those sites the whole time. We're gonna try and go back and run those relic sites after we make this contract.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
It was a tarp. We avoided the tarp. We'll have to warp off immediately though if he hits that local, because we'll know he'll have the sites pre-bookmarked. Let's go here. Let's go there. Right click and create contract. Frank the scum. Pay to win. Let's go 90. Single day, 6 of 10. And 6 tech Q OQ JV 12 what? 16? 90 mil easy. Undock, head back the other way. Then jump into S9. And with any luck, we'll make it back on those sites to run those relic sites before anyone else gets there. The local was empty before, but we'll see if he got chased off or he just got bored. Frank has the right build and look for security guard. that Blart's profile. DNA, you make me feel like a tripwire noob, DNA. Why is that? Which part? Tripwire shaming is right. Captain Data's got a new meta. People who post the anomalies, though. Obviously it's accidental, but I do hope they die in a trash fire. Let's go TU Tech.
Warp drive.
Never seen that before. Only the finest content, paramedics. We bring you the best. Excuse me. We've also gone over 2 hours without a break, so I'm going to probably check these 2 relic sites and then we'll take a brief 5-minute break. If you're new to the channel, feel free to follow button in the upper right hand corner. We've got 4 hours to go today. I'm live Monday through Friday, 1100 to 1700 UTC in game time. Or if you're in the US, that's 6 a.m. to noon Eastern. Hello, relic sites and empty local. Game is easy, guys. Let's go get good. The red probably picked him, but we'll go check him. Excuse me. I follow Averse on Twitter, saw his post about being unemployed for the holidays. Yeah, the timing of it is insane. Just... like, I'm confident that most of them knew or saw the writing on the wall in advance. Like, I hope none of them are started looking just now, but... also the whole PTO thing, Moon Ninja. Like, I think a lot of them knew, like, this is over and this is a thing, but we're still counting on that paid time, and then the company just goes, nah, we don't feel like paying it, so never mind. Alright, no ISK in the first ruin. Let's go to the second ruin here. Wondered last night about what the state of the game would have been if Mr. B was still in charge. So, I guess one perspective, Moon Ninja. This is not to justify what was done, but maybe to explain it instead in a different perspective I think a lot of people are unaware of. The CEO guy, right? The Dave Gorman, had a very specific task when he came in. He came in as part of the management group for the money, to come in and find out why, you know, they weren't getting a return on their investment. So, from day one, his objective that was tasked to him by others was to clean things up. So, while it's terrible and horrible that things have happened the way that it has, I believe, or I'm under the impression that it's been his job since he went in there. Not to close down the company or anything like that, but to... his interests or his focus has been on shareholder interests only, exclusively. If making this company successful happened to benefit the shareholders, then that'd have been a happy accident for them, but I don't think that was ever his mandate or focused task, if that makes any sense. So I think from the time that Mr. B stepped out and this guy got put in charge, that things were pretty much doomed from that point on. Not like predestined, just from a standpoint of if a company is putting someone in charge whose only task is to min-max returns for the investors. I don't know the laws for all the different states that are locked. I know there's federal unemployment, but states also have different laws as well. I guess I should say laws, but different systems and policies. And unless their state is super generous, then federal alone is only a portion of your actual wages. Doesn't solve anything. It doesn't compare at all to losing full pay from your PTO. Because if someone knew they weren't going to get their PTO, they would have taken the actual time off. Hey, Faust! Did they shut down the servers already, Rush? Not that I'm aware of, Apollo. They said Friday, so they should still be up. I logged in this morning when I woke up, and they were still there. So I want to finish this site and get on the next site before that blue gets onto it, so I don't know if this will be viable or not. Originally, when the first announcement went out, Apollo, they were going to keep the servers up until the end of the year, and then they didn't even announce it yet, that the servers are coming down early. It was leaked on Massively OP. An employee who got terminated yesterday and found out about them not getting their PTO and whatnot, I guess decided to share the story and went out that way. So up to this moment that I'm aware of, I don't think Gazillion's even put out an official post about them shutting down early. What company we're talking about? Must have missed part of the conversation. Gazillion Wild Sage. Gazillion. They make Marvel Heroes Online. It's an action RPG set to the Marvel universe. And it's been on PC for years, and it just came to consoles this past summer. And 6 months after launching on consoles, they are shutting down. Due to being insolvent. Alright, so I haven't really shared this at all. And I have to temper this with its like third-hand information. So do your very nerd best to take it with a grain of salt, but I heard through sources third-hand that the reason for the shutdown, the premature shutdown, not like the tomorrow shutdown, but for the overall game shutdown, is that Gazillion couldn't pay the rent to Marvel. for the licensing agreement. So when you license an IP like Marvel or Star Wars or SOTOR, things like that, you pay a franchise fee. I should say a franchise fee. You pay a licensing fee, right? I was always under the impression that it was paid lump sum to the company doing the leasing. That was just an ignorant assumption on my part. I had no idea how things worked. But apparently they make monthly payments. And Gazillion has failed to make their monthly payment, I guess, one time in the past, which caused a big snafu, and then this is supposedly their second time missing a payment. And that's what caused Marvel to step in, or Disney to step in, and be like, nope, too expensive, can't do it. Hey, 40 mil can. And supposedly that's the reason for the shutdown. Now again, this is like third-hand related information. I can't verify it for you. You know, maybe some of the Gazillion people will confirm it one way or the other. Maybe they won't. Like, I don't expect them to. There's zero expectation. Because a lot of these people want to stay in the industry, so it doesn't make sense to share information for like that from a company that you used to work for, and then turn around and apply to another company and be like, oh, hey, I'll never do that to you guys, kind of a thing. So, definitely take it with a grain of salt. Look at the blue. The Astero was scanning down the whole time, guys. We beat him here. So easy. So you're like, what state is the office in? I believe California, as far as I'm aware. Stu Rush, is there any concern about smart bombing to get an escalation? Do you think it's worth running them just for the escalations? Or do you think it's better to buy the 10s and run them instead? What's the average money you make per 6? The numbers on the 6 to 10 escalation loot was a report done by Frank, not me. So I don't have all the data in front of me, Stu. But if you go to Discord at Stu and tag Frank, or someone there might be able to post the 6 to 10 loot reports. He posted on Reddit. So if you know how to search Reddit and find it, I don't. I'm a Reddit noob. I have no idea. But Frank put a full documented 6 to 10 report out with like 1,000+ data points. So that'd be a much better piece of information than me trying to recall any of it from memory. The short version is yes. Hey, look at that. Another 40 mil can. 80 mil from this site, guys. 80 mil from a level 2 site. The short version, Stu, is that 6s are more lucrative. Like if you want no explanation and no details, that's it. But if you want information and details, then go to the Frank's report on Reddit, or ask on Discord for it, and even tag Rushlock, and after the stream I can help track it down. I just can't track it down right this very second. I really should have bookmarked it, but I never did. Bad and dumb. Yuck. Okay, 2, let's go this way. That core over there, I hope it's not. 3, 2, oh god. Let's try this can again. Hey, Xenorus. Hope you're doing well. No frame drops here, Apollo. So I'm gonna go... None here, Apollo. There we go. Yeah, no problem, Stu. Let's go. Took me 4 hours to farm 100 mil yesterday. In false, it just comes down to repetition. Like, I scan and hack very quickly only because I've done it so much. It's not like a skill. It's not like a that I'm necessarily quote unquote good at it. It's just muscle memory from the repetition. Like, I'm focused on responding to chat right now. I'm subconsciously aware that I just found rule of 6 and the core is going to be right here, so I'm not really paying any attention to it at all. But that comes from not skill points, not from player personal skill. It just comes from repetition. Whoops, I unlocked it. It's like I was trying to tackle something like that with Frank. Entropa for a couple of weeks. Grindy. Isn't Entropa current, Mira? I've seen ads for it, but I haven't checked it out. I want to say... I think it was Monger, but somebody checked it out once and linked it to me. Supposedly they had like a internal, quote-unquote, legit RMT system, which I don't know how they got around a lot of laws, but... I admittedly never put the time into checking out the system. Because it wouldn't matter even if you couldn't make money playing the game, if the player base is too small. There's no exposure for it. Thought about recording some videos from Marvel Heroes. I definitely want you to do that today, Moonita. Again, not for like content's sake, but just for nostalgic value. Personal nostalgic value for it. Maybe I'll go through all the costumes today. Just so we can remember what they looked like and not have to wonder. Let's see. We're gonna go AY Tech, yeah.
Warp drive.
.dk, what ship are you using for exploration? The Ares, .dk, currently. Ares at dots. Xeris, thank you very much. Tell me about the replicators. I got some of the story yesterday, but I would love to hear your version. Tell me about the replicators. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, False. I'm sorry. The only replicators that I know of, story-wise, is like, what, Stargate SG-1? But beyond that, I don't know what you mean by replicators. Maybe you'll explain it to me and then I'll remember suddenly. That's very possible. But at the moment, I have no idea. Over 100 mil from that local. All based on the decision to keep moving instead of stopping off while that red was there. Let's go H9. We're on the pocket this time. We didn't really run it all the way on the way in, on the way out. I gotta think of my format, I guess, Moon Ninja. Because like I should go character by character for the costumes and just do like a camera spin. But my mouse won't let me zoom in right now, so I gotta figure that problem out first. That'll probably be what I work on today. Maybe I'll run around Midtown for a moment. I really wanted it when the game was going to stay up till the end of the year. I was hoping they could turn on the winter effects. Because that was like the most Christmassy thing I did. The last 2 or 3 years was Midtown winter version. Because the artist did an amazing job on Midtown for the Christmas lights. HP. This side.
Warp drive active.
If I can hit like 1.8 mil today, or bill rather. I already have my rat bounties. I'm already over 1.3 easily. I can dump off this loot. That's like 1.5. I need another 300 mil. I don't know what any of these things are. 2 new SIGs.
Warp drive active.
Look on D-scan that matters. Let's go this side. There were tons of pilots in Prov yesterday with the name replicator, Zone Tell. Oh, I have no idea. I don't know anything about it, Pulse. I'm sorry. That sounds familiar, Mira. I think I watched a YouTube video about that one time, and that's what it described. Level 1 data site, no thank you. Let's go this side. I don't know which one of these dots is correct, but we'll check them both out. Probably just gonna prestige Deadpool and go through story mode. That could be nice, go through story mode one more time. If nothing else, it could be like a recording of the lore. Sirlac. Very kind of you. I don't know if you're familiar with the alpha system now, but the alpha system is already amazing for free-to-play, and then they're adding to it next month. 23 mil from a CQ, a Crystal Quarry. CCP, please? What, did any of the ruins have that 20 mil, or was it spread out? Oh man, Captain Date, I found a level 3 site. It may be occupied though, so I need to find out. Thought you would know about them, my bad. No, you're fine, Pulse. I just hadn't heard anything about it. Think about it, they did say it was 3 years ago. Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, I wasn't even probably 3 years ago.
Warp drive active.
Alright, so we're gonna see if we land on an unoccupied level 3 relic site. Here's the hope. We just found 80 mil on a level 2 site. We gotta show Captain Data how to get good. All we're going to, guys. Level 3 site, all to ourselves. Let's do this. Stroman, thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Hope you're going to enjoy your day. 0 plate total, Captain Data. Yuck. That's how most of my week has gone. Until yesterday, I didn't find any plates at all. We barely beat the Heron, guys. Look at that. Beat the Heron here by a fraction for 14 plates, Captain Data. 14 plate hype. Game is easy. Burn over this way. 14 plates. How you tell what level sites are? Go to your probe scanner as you identify them. Put your mouse cursor over it, and the tooltip will tell you relic site level 3. Lock this one up, cut the prop mod. Get the hack going. Terry, happy Thanksgiving. Wish my country had it too. I don't think I've had a proper Thanksgiving, like, family get together and feast in years, but still have good memories of them. Another virus suppressor. Get out of here. Grab this. A third virus suppressor. CCP, what are we doing? Alright, so we found rule of 6. We found the core. We don't have the coherence to get the job done. Let's use that one over there first. Some rule of 6 over here. We can find some tools. Let's go there. Put that over there. Easy. 6 mil from logic circuit. 70 mil from the site already. Captain Data. I hate you a little right now, Captain Data. Game is easy. Game is easy. False, thank you as well. Happy Thanksgiving. False, I think that was added earlier this year. So it's not like something that was always there. I think it was part of the scanning window update for the UI. Back in the spring. Like when you first put your mouse cursor over, it doesn't show anything like that information. But after 25%, it'll start telling you that kind of information. Another 6 mil cam. This site's been really good. And even more, we beat somebody else to the site. Like, it's satisfying. There's a element of fun that maybe it shouldn't be there. Or maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should be a better person and not enjoy it so much. But when you land on a site and start hacking it, and someone lands on the site like 1 to 2 seconds after you do, it's a good feeling. Let's go here, go there, go to the core. Not much here. Hey, look, another nerd. Not today. This is the same Mysterio from before. What are you doing? Maybe it's gonna freak him out that we're heading towards him. Oh wow, Mira. I bet. Like the historical value of it versus the like family tradition angle of it, right? 2. That's not where I want to go. There we go. It's like Christmas being, hey, 3 more plates. Captain Bait, I'm sorry. We found 3 more. 17 plates on the site. 17 plates. Game is easy. I think it was a 100 mil site. But yeah, like commercialization of Christmas, right? Like, don't get me wrong, as a kid, it's all about getting the gifts. My birthday is the 11th of December, so I would get the first batch of gifts in the beginning of the month, and then Christmas, 2 weeks later. Being a kid, it was all about that cleaning up. And as an adult now, thinking back, it's like, oh man, I used to see my family all the time, hang out with my cousins, and visit people I wouldn't normally see. Now when you're older, you don't see these people as often, and nostalgia kicks in. The last couple times I've gone out shopping for, like, just household stuff, I've stopped and looked at the Christmas trees and thought about grabbing one. It's also thought about getting, like, a small Christmas tree, but I think, like, I'm not sure if having a small little Christmas tree would be as fun as having like the real full-size one, or if having the little one would just be more of a don't want to say a negative reminder, but probably a better way to articulate that I'm not thinking of. Hey, Brain Manager. Yeah, false. Whispered you my last EveGate screenshot before I installed. I don't get whispers, so I don't know where you whispered it. I can't get whispers on Twitch. Let's go GA. But if you whispered it in some other platform, let me know, Sirla.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, exactly, Mira. Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. I'll never see whispers on Twitch. Yeah, you can DM on Discord. There you go. Let's go into TXJ. Now we're hauling almost 300 mil in loot. So the last thing I want to do today is go dump off and make a contract. 280. So good. There's almost no chance that we won't get past the 1.6 bill part today. If we can find 600 mil tomorrow, we'll be good for the week. I usually go for 3 bill a week, but I had to scale it back a little bit since Monday and Tuesday we had such big internet problems. Today we've dropped 1,500 frames, which isn't super significant if we don't drop any more the rest of the day, but if it gets any crazier, we'll have to work around it. Alright, there's one new SIG here that we're going to identify. Let's go bounce here first.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, snap the scan. Nobody out there to worry about, so we're good there. Hello, relic site in our local, and there's nobody on it. Game is easy, guys. Captain Data, level 1 relic site. What do you think, Captain Data? What's your expectation? I see 20 mil. I'm happy. Do you think we'll hit 20?
Warp drive active.
I think, Captain Data, you just need to leave the slums of North Provi. That might be the trick. Oh, no, you're fine, Sir Luck. Captain Data says 5 mil? Alright. 16 says Whim. Let's find out. Let's see what this ruin has. Try to check Sirlac's link here. Man! That's quite the stack of ISK, Sirlac. I think the most I've ever had is around 20 bill. I only have that because someone sent it to me, like, not because I kept that much on hand. Alright, virus pressures have to go away immediately. Guys. Traps, calm down. Traps, what is this? There's the 4. Alright. Moment of truth, ruin, absolutely nothing. Captain Data, an empty ruin we have saved you from. Maybe these remains will carry the site. Oh, are you Captain Data? You're in the south? Right? False. It just happened. Like, I know you typed it beforehand, but it just happened. Who's this nerd? Alright, supposedly they're fine. Use the wrench, the trap. Check that out. More traps. 2, 1. Use a wrench. There's the core. Alright, 2.3 million. We got to beat 5 mil. I want to get past 20 mil. That's what I want to see happen. We have to at least break the 5 mil from Captain Data. Frames behave. Frames stop dropping. Stop it. Stop it. Oh man, Sirlac. If you do, definitely DM me and let me know, because don't even know where I would start. Alright, let's go this way. Because all the ISK I accrue through my own gameplay, we just do giveaways for. Like, MMOs for me have always been about facilitating other people's goals or plans and things like that, so that would definitely alleviate the pressure of having to farm up or spend as much time farming. It would make doing alpha science a lot easier, because like, when the alpha changes happen next month, I want to do more alpha science, but I also have to spend enough time farming ISK to keep the wallet stuffed. He jinxed as rifles, that jinx. Not to mention the asset list, I can only imagine. If you have that much liquid ISK, Sirlac, I can only imagine how much of the asset pool is there. And send Eric out on another great adventure to consolidate resources. Alright, we have one more can to go. But Sirlac, that was like, if I read the number of zeros correctly, that's like 10 times more ISK than I've ever seen. New stuff next month. Yeah, alphas will have access to T1 battleships through injection next month. The most recent update started moon mining. At least a new form of it. So like moon mining before was usually managed by a small handful of people. Now, one of the structures will blast a chunk off a moon, and then you have to have a mining op where multiple people will mine the moon materials. Alright, let's hit the station here. We found like 10 million ISK on this site. It was terrible. We beat the 5 mil from Captain Data, but we didn't get the 20 mil that I wanted to see. Safri. Voltige, good morning. Hope you're doing well.
Docking permission requested.
We have found... That's all from today, guys. I just realized. We have found 290 mil today in loot, because we dropped off the contract yesterday. Voltige. Let's go here. Grab the ship. Make the bomber active. Voltige, I'm sorry for the timing, but I need like 3 to 5 minutes. I'll be right back. It's been 2.5 hours. I'm going to take a brief break. This is the first break of the day. In the meantime, if you guys would like, you can check out all the free ways to help support the channel. The free command and chat will link them up. Otherwise, give me like 3 to 5 minutes. I'm going to grab some water, stretch, move around for a moment, maybe grab some tea. That's right, Ketsu. Do it and enjoy. But give me like 3 minutes, guys. I'll be right back. We still have 3.5 hours to go of the block. If you're new to the channel, hit the follow button in the upper right-hand corner. You can also follow on Twitter at Rushlock if that's easier. I post on both of those whenever we go live. Offense, hope you're doing well. I was just telling Voltige the timing. Give me like 3 minutes. I'll be right back though, offense and Voltige. Alright, let's get back to it there. Here's the name I'm going to butcher. I'm going with Nemo. I'm going with Nemo until I'm told otherwise. Hello and welcome. Bombing makes me about 140 mil an hour. Exploration is about 100 mil. There's a lot of RNG, so some hours are more productive than others, but they always average back out to around that point. Hey, Falcon. Hope you're doing well. Hackers remains hack 'em good. We are trying. We found 300 mil this morning, which is a really good start. We've been going for about 2.5 hours, so we've actually found an escalation and found about 3 hours worth of exploration goods in that time frame.
Warp drive active.
Falcon must have came in like 2 seconds after I stepped away. Jim Bim, hope you're doing well. I'm going to try Eve online for the first time. Any advice? Jim Bim, we will do our best. So, what other MMOs have you played, Jim Bim? That'll give me a frame of reference. There's no wrong answers, it just gives me some context for what other MMOs you've interacted with and gives me a frame of reference for what advice to give. And if you can, tell me what got you into Eve in the first place, or got you to consider checking it out. Oh, DNA, the bot price checking stuff doesn't work anymore. The Eve Central website went down and never came back up, so all that stuff is dead until something replaces it. Let's see, Mira, does the ship model extend? Yes, Mira. At least the way it's been explained to me. The Macarial has the largest battleship hitbox, and therefore artificially expands the range of your smart bombs. There we go. See, I haven't played many MMOs, but I played RuneScape, some MapleStory, and some World of Warcraft for the most part. No, that's fine. That gives us something to base it off of. Rashad, if he were still here in chat, I don't know if he is, but he's big in the MapleStory as well. I'll probably compare mostly to WoW, just because that's the one I'm most familiar with. So, in World of Warcraft, you know how you talk to an NPC, they give you a task, you go do the task, you come back, you get your reward, you kind of rinse and repeat that process. That's very much a like on-the-rails or linear progression system. EVE Online is a sandbox MMO, and what makes that different is in EVE, you're in space, you're given some ships, you're given some tools, and you're told good luck. There's no linear progression for it. The game isn't going to tell you what to do like it does in like World of Warcraft. And it's not about one system being better than the other, it's just different. And so sometimes a new player in EVE will get lost or confused or frustrated because the game isn't telling them what they're supposed to be doing, and EVE's never going to do that. EVE is never going to tell you, you know, hi new player, good job on that last task, now here's something you should go do next. They'll give you choices, they'll give you options, but they won't tell you what to do. And then go back to what Jay said, Jim Bim, did you use a referral link? I'll put a referral link in chat. If you use somebody else's, that's perfectly fine, doesn't matter whose you use. Just always use a referral link when you make a new EVE account. You can use the same email address, so you can start back over if you want. I know it sounds daunting to start over from scratch, but you can use the same email address, and there's nothing you've done in the number of hours you've played to accomplish anything of worth compared to what you get for free when you use a referral link. The 250,000 SP or skill points that you can spend on whatever you want once you have an idea of what you want to get into will save you 7 to 10 days worth of skill training over time later. You know how in WoW you kill mobs or turn in quests to get XP? Well, there's no XP system in EVE. Your character progresses or gets better by just over time. It passively accrues skill points that you assign to certain skills to complete. Like for example, I'm training level 3 moon mining skill right now that will complete in 3 hours and 19 minutes. Some skills will take minutes, some will take hours, some will take days, some will take weeks. You know, just the higher level skills take longer times to complete, and like that. Gotcha, Jim Bim. So remember, if you use the referral link, you're making another account. It's not something you can apply to your current account. And sometimes that can be daunting to a new player thinking, oh, I gotta start over again, but I assure you the referral reward is far, far higher than anything you'll get from having been on for however many hours you've been playing so far as a new player. False, thank you very much. The first bits and blood of the day. Very much appreciate it. We're not doing this for money, we're doing it for a shitload of money. I think that's the subscriber notification. But thank you, False. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Let me get the ship in position and we'll update all the things and catch up and chat some more. I think I stopped my engines a little too early. I'll put the gas back on and try to get close enough to these ships here. Towers are down. Keep burning in this direction. Burn towards this guy. Get the webs ready. There we go. Put the brakes on. Put that 150 in from false. Make that a 9. Make that a 3. So we'll be 103 bits away from our first giveaway of the day. Hammergel new. I'm still lost a year, and that's right. That's another like awareness thing for EVE Online. Like you never master everything. And sometimes new players will get overwhelmed. They're like, all right, I want to be good at everything eventually. That's not realistic. Focus on a couple of activities. Start there, and then work your way from that. And kind of add to your wheelhouse of activities over time, instead of trying to become a jack of all trades or anything like that. False. Huey dropping the bits and the blebs. Huey, thank you very much. Let's open up that first giveaway of the day. Giveaway is now open. Good luck, everybody. If you don't know how to enter the giveaway, just ask. We'll talk you through it. We'll draw the giveaway winner at the end of the next site. And Huey, thank you and False very much. Look at the site count and we'll catch up on chat some more. Site number 2 of the batch. We're going to go for 15 sites, see if we can find another escalation. It's the offense rush. Last night I was playing with Magic the Gathering with the boys and was asking myself if you are a Magic the Gathering guy yourself. Yeah, offense. It was actually my biggest seller for when I was running my hobby store. I started playing Magic in middle school or high school. I can't remember which. But I started playing it when I moved to Georgia, so I was probably like around 14 at the time. I started with Ice Age, and I played up through... I don't know. I was a kid back then, so I played for a couple sets, like through Tempest Block as a kid. And then I came back into it later as an adult in, like, Lorwyn Block. Played through Zendikar, and then I opened my retail store, and then I was active with that through Return to Ravnica, I believe. Can't remember what the next block after that was, but... Short answer, yes. Definitely offense. In fact, I got an email yesterday regarding MTG Arena. The closed beta starts, I think, next month. And they hope to, by January, to start opening up an open beta. Yeah, Cyrilak. Wife saw me watching you play EVE and slapped me in the back of the head and said you are not playing that game again, are you? I take it, were you a little obsessed with the game, Cyrilak? Did you put a little too much attention for her taste into the game? DNA, I'm self-conscious about using Tripwire now. Why is that, DNA? Were you putting anomalies into the system? Or do you even know what anomalies are? So, like, these are anomalies. If you're putting these into Tripwire, that's bad. You want to make sure they're all cosmic signatures that you've identified. But if you have questions, ask. That's the whole reason we're here. See, Paramedics Falcon, if I may ask, is the something Galente skins coming out soon? I don't know if Falcon's still here. I think Falcon came in while I was on break and probably thought, why is this dump ass docked up in AFK? Like every other nerd. See, Jim Bim, I'm not good at sticking to one thing, but I'll try to focus on a few cool things, yeah. So early on, Jim Bim, it's fine to try out different activities. Just don't take your skills too far. Like, training up skills level 2, level 3 to try out an activity is perfectly fine. But if you start finding yourself training skill levels 4 and 5, it needs to be something that's either general purpose, that's going to be used for, you know, ship fitting and like capacitor skills, things like that, or you need to make sure your training skills are related to an activity you want to spend a lot of time doing. So I'm kind of scanning the chat a little bit. See, it was before we had the kid, and yes, I spent a bit too much time on it, Cyrilak. Excuse me. voice is going out. Let's grab these loyal cruisers real quick. Probably need to grapple the first one. See, I started Magic Gathering when it was in beta. My Starfleet Battles group started playing it as a change of pace. Yeah, go for it, Blackheart. It's probably Marketeer or something like that if I had to remember. Let's grab this battleship here, and then when this battleship pops, we're going to draw the winner for the giveaway. The winner will have a choice of either 100 million ISK and walking away, or they can spin one of the wheels, see if they can win more. It'll be their choice. Remember though, if you are drawn as a winner, I need your Discord username ASAP. If you've never been on our Discord server before, the link is in chat. And it isn't that you need to be on Discord this very second, but if you've never been on the server before, then I can't find you and you can't win, so. Click the link, there's no download, no installation, so make sure you know what your username is so I can find you and DM you if you're the winner. And as soon as the battleship goes down, we will draw said winner. This is site number 3, I think. See, offense nice. We did too, but we stopped playing over 15 years and got back last year. We're mostly playing Commander. Yep, since the best thing MG as a group, in my opinion. EDH is the other name for it. Elder Dragon Highlander, I think. But Commander is the format that Moto is, or MTG is, started referring to it as. It's definitely a fun, casual game mode. Usually, Commander becomes less fun when someone takes it too seriously. At least that's what I witnessed in the groups that I played with. Alright, let's draw the giveaway winner. The giveaway winner has been drawn. Let's see if they're paying attention. If they are, they're going to post their Discord username and their choice of either 100 million ISK or they can spin one of the wheels. Let's see if they let us know. I'm going to tweet Falcon here in a moment. 52, Mira. I think Esco said 50. For them earlier. There's Diablo. They want to go for the ISK wheel. We'll do that in just a moment, Diablo. We get in position on this site here. Alright, let's cut the engines there. Get in position there. There's all the rigged emotes. I like it. Alright, looks like we're good there. I actually have the wheels up from yesterday, so I don't have to go find anything. Put them on the screen so you guys can see them. Alright, so Diablo, spinning the wheel, giving up 100 mil guaranteed to try and win more, and it paid off for you, doubled your ISK, game is easy. 200 mil coming to Diablo. Let's go find you on Discord real quick. Eve chats at Forest. Let's do 200. In-game name. DM has been sent, and you're good to go. Just answer that DM within 24 to 48 hours. Congrats, Diablo. We're gonna go there. Go there. Change that. Change the 5 over here to a 0. We're good to go. Diablo. Alright, final wave battleship. Record the site. Go to tweet real quick. Alright. Good there. See offense. Well, I have a Mizzix, his Magnus combo deck. It sounds like the Ravnica guy, I can't remember. Yeah, exactly, the offense. As soon as someone's like usually identified as a combo deck player, they get primary pretty quick. As long as they understand that and they're okay with it, then there's no big deal. What? Captain, I didn't realize you were 52. Or you'll be 52. What is MTG? Magic the Gathering, Gilmir. Magic the Gathering. Paramedics. What made today long? Alright, the Newton local's fine. At least they've been here before. Yeah, I started with Ice Age. Played through Tempest. That was all as a kid and took a break. Then came back into it as an adult and played Lorwyn through Zendikar block as a player. And then I started my store. That went up through... Pretty sure Return to Ravnica. There might be something after Ravnica that I'm forgetting, but... Or Return to Ravnica. I want to say I was around for the second Innistrad set, but maybe not. One of my favorites to play limited format, mostly with drafts, was the Shards block. Shards of Alara. You would almost always play 4 or 5 colors, and whenever you drafted, you always just pick the best card. There was plenty of mana fixing options. Diablo. DNA, my toddlers decided that 5 AM was an okay time to get up. You got outvoted. DNA. You probably protested, but like, what are you really gonna do in that situation? Shadows over Innistrad just rotated out of standard. Oh, okay, then that wasn't that one then. I don't know what my last block was. I knew they went back to Innistrad, but I didn't know when that was in the soul list of sets. See, by the way, Wizard of the Coast, Hasbro, is in the same building as some of our offices in Renton, Washington. Turns out they have really tight security on their development floor. I bet. I have no doubt. The rep I ordered through from Wizard of the Coast, his name was Ian. And now he works in Tampa, Florida for a different company, but he was an awesome dude. They had a blizzard in Washington one year. And I had to order product, but, you know, obviously they couldn't get in the office. But he emailed me or called me or something, like, went out of his way to, like, hey, let me know what you need to know. I can phone it in or email it into the office and we'll take care of it. And, like, this guy is at home with no power during a blizzard and went out of his way to track me down to make sure I got my product that week. Like, that is... well above, or well beyond, above and beyond anything I would ever expect. But he understood, like, smaller stores that need their product that week for events. You know, they can't just overnight it the next day or anything like that. I need to recount the site still. Can't remember if I counted this site already. I should have if I already webbed it though. There we go. So we stopped at 78s. I want to go to 88 plus 5, 93. 93 will be the 15th site on this block. So it's just an early start. Didn't sleep well the night before. I used to be able to game for 30 plus hours straight, running on a pizza and a cola, but now I get under 4 hours sleep to turn into a zombie. Yep. I didn't sleep very well last night. I had trouble going to sleep, and then I woke up at like 1 AM. Tossed and turned for a bit, went back to sleep, and then got up with the alarm. I probably run on 6 hours of sleep most of the week, but past week or two I've been getting closer to 7. I much prefer, or it affects my day overall if I wake up before my alarm, as opposed to waking up to my alarm. I'm sure everyone's different, but that's always been a thing for me. Yeah, it's her. Some people need that full 8 hours too. So the last time I experienced a caffeine rush terror, this was probably like 3 or 4 years ago. Let's see, this is 2017. So 4 years ago exactly, I gave up caffeine. Just cut it out. Not because like caffeine's evil or bad or anything like that. It was just I knew I didn't go to sleep very well, and I always consumed a lot of sodas growing up, and even into adulthood. So I kind of wanted to see if I could get away from it. And so I gave up caffeine, and then like 2 or 3 years later, so this has been like a year or two ago, I had a Starbucks iced coffee. I didn't sleep for 2 days. I was absolutely wide awake. Could not turn off anything. What is spider tanked? Like, what does it mean? So spider tanking is when you do remote reps between you and another pilot. Like you're remote repping them and they're remote repping you. That can expand out to more than 2 pilots. Tim. Tim says that from, you know, working overnights and having kids. Like, he probably needs the caffeine just to have a chance of surviving. I never got big into coffee, even though I did have caffeine. I would drink coffee in the evenings, maybe. Not as like a dessert, but like as a, I don't know, like a treat or whatever, as a sweet. Because by the time I was done with it, it was no longer coffee. It was all kinds of milk and sugar in that thing. But, yeah, for whatever reason, just never got into coffee. Hey, Seth. Thank you for the retweet. I think the new tweet just went up. I'll link it up there. Thank you all for the retweets. Appreciate that. Offense forever tea addict. If I'd drink a coffee in the morning, I'd shit my pants and lay in bed sick for the rest of the day. Offense. It's only been the past maybe 2 or 3 years I've gotten into drinking tea. As I understood it, it's more efficient to run remote reppers instead of onboard ones. Has that changed? I don't know for sure, Mira. The concept sounds right. I'm sure there's a lot of variables that will play into it that can make that statement true or not true, but... I presume it also has to do with like cap management as well, like setting up cap chains and spider tanks will get you some kind of efficiency. Otherwise, I doubt people would do it.
Warp drive active.
See, I don't understand why people hate on caffeine. Who was hating on caffeine, Tim? I say as I twitch from the lack of sleep and downing a monster. Tim's like, I can stop anytime I want. He's over there tweaking. I drink coffee and caramel vodka before bed and sleep really well for about 6 hours. I tried some caramel vodka maybe a year and a half ago. It was not my favorite. There's a lot of flavored vodkas out there, but usually if I drink vodka, it's because I want something that has no taste. But I'm also not much of a liquor person in the first place. I love beer. Beer is amazing, but I never really took to the liquors. I thought the same thing, Paramax. I thought it'd be really sweet. And maybe it really is. I don't know, but... it definitely didn't have the flavor that I expected. Let's cut the engines there. Let's see, Captain News says minimum 1 pot of coffee a day. Holy crap, before I switch to Mountain Dew, I may have a caffeine issue, Captain Data. Synastinate, I do the same thing, I don't even think about it. Apparently coffee is good for you, though. Well, I mean, a lot of things are good for you in moderation. I think 1 pot plus the Mountain Dew IV might be past the point of moderation. But I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. Alright, we've got the battleship here. Let's grab counts. We started at 78, we're going 93. Okay, so we've got like 9 more sites to do. Mira, I've heard that about peppermint schnapps before. I've never had a schnapps that didn't make my nose turn up. But I really can't stress enough how much of a non-liquor drinker I am. I always remember Mr. B during the Friday Night Raids talking about his scotch. I mean, I've tried it before, but just couldn't get into it. Which I guess is strange, because for food-wise, I have a pretty simple palate. Like, I usually don't appreciate foods that other people appreciate, in terms of, like, flavor. I've heard good things about the apple ones, paramedics. I always feel bad if, like, someone makes a lot of effort to prepare a meal or whatever. It's just like, to me, it's chow. This is gonna get shoveled in. I'll chew most of it, move on to the next. I don't get a lot of the flavor value out of it. Diablo, 3 pots of coffee a day and a 6-pack Mountain Dew every day. Unless it's summer, then it's 2 pots of coffee and then Mountain Dew and sweet tea. Holy crap, Diablo. Hey, Freedom. Good morning. Explorer question. Will a base sensor strength of 82 versus 91 significantly impact your ability to scan down data relic sites or wormholes in nullsec? We have to define what you mean by significantly. The magic number is 72. You need 72 or better to get all the basic relic and data sites. Wormholes I'm not sure about. Going from 82 to 91 will make some of your scans more forgiving in terms of the results, kind of like the deviation stat. But I guess my question would be, what are you fitting in place of? Like, what are you comparing the 9 points of virus strength to? What are you making the decision between? I'll give us a better idea. Hopefully Jim Bim is still here. If I missed any questions, Jim Bim, let me know. I know I took that break earlier and I may have missed some conversation. Something else for Jim Bim or anyone else who's new to EVE. I can't express enough the importance of finding something you enjoy doing first, and then making it lucrative, and not falling for the trap of doing something just because someone told you you'll make good ISK doing it. Doing something just for the ISK will make the game turn into a grind and do a job very quickly, and it'll lead to burnout much sooner than it would have otherwise. Like, for alpha, brand new players, free-to-play accounts, nothing beats exploration for ISK per hour. But if you don't enjoy the activity, there's no reason to do it, if that makes any sense. Web this battleship and count the sites. We have, I think, 8 more to go. This site's gonna be done. We're gonna warp over this way.
Warp drive active.
Maybe that's where I went wrong, paramedics. If you're talking about the vodka still. Mine was definitely room temperature, not chilled. Or maybe that was specific to the apple one, I don't know. The apple schnapps. Sirlock. Hey, media. Oh, you're talking to Freedom. I was like, details for what?
Drive active.
Oh god. Don't warp. It'd be terrible. Captain Data, I made a grand total of 70 mil in that op yesterday. I think I'm hanging up my mine boots. I don't know. Mine was probably around like 30 mil. But I just gave it all to COG. Like, if I want to make ISK, I'm not going to mine. I just wanted to see the interaction with the moon stuff. That's Zafri. I don't know where Zafri thinks these free injectors come from. I'm not Frank. I don't have a Titan ult sitting around waiting to go. Look at this effort. I've got less than 600 mil to my name. Making ISK and keeping ISK are two different things. Did you sell it immediately at Capmade or what? Because a lot of the estimation values aren't going to be there yet. Hammergel, what is the distance in systems that you can get an escalation from the rally points? Up to 9, Hammergel. Up to 9. That's why when you're picking a riding location, you want to use the map and plan ahead for how far away they can spawn. Let me see, I have the one in my journal, right? It was 7 jumps away. But they can spawn up to 9 away. Alright, final wave, we have battleships. We need to web down. Also count the sites. Web on this one. That's Zafri. It's alright, Capnate is the injector addict. I think he was saying the other day that he was getting to the point though where he doesn't know where to, or if he should inject anymore. I think he was getting close to 50 mil. I know Frank's fine with injecting up to 80 mil. That was the buyback price quote, yeah. How long were you out there, Captain Data? How many hours? I was only out there for 1 hour. And I was using like T1 strips because I don't have the crystals trained up. At least I didn't until today. 4 hours, holy crap, Captain Data. Next bomb cycle should finish it. So we'll work on this side.
Warp drive active.
Hey, you know it. Hope you're doing well. I didn't realize it until about the last half hour, but we've had a good bit of RNG today. 290 mil in expo loots, and we found 1 escalation already. That was in the first 3 hours. Well, you say only Captain Data, but it's still a significant chunk of SP. But also, it's more relevant if you're making, you know, making Frank ISK amount of ISK per day, you know, versus being able to play for a lot less time per day will change perspective as well, I imagine. Iron Mark, hope you're doing well. We've bombed, let's see. This will be 7. 6 more, so 9. We've bombed 24 sites. We found the first escalation on site number 6. We started in AP9 this morning, so North Province, and worked our way down to South Province. And then going to bookmark our 1 escalation and coming back, we found like 3 or 4 relic sites. It was insane. How can I find fits in Killboard? Just go like, here's one. Uhtred at Widow. So if you want to see something that Uhtred has lost, you can look at his lost mails. It'll show you the fit. If your question is something different, then let me know. Wish I was still asleep, but my son wants waffles for breakfast. There was a vote taken. You were outvoted, you know it? Are you doing like a waffle maker or what? There's a waffle maker on top of the fridge here. I don't think I've ever actually seen it out of the box. I need to count this site. We're gonna do 6 more sites, I think. We'll go look for some relics. Now you want waffles, Captain Data? It's time for RMK to talk about pecan waffles at... I think it was Waffle House. So I got my account back, but basically had to pay an extra $100 to get back. Holy crap, Iron Mark. So you paid the money to the bank, who was supposed to go then pay the merchant, but obviously they never did. So CCP wanted to collect their money or something, or what? Or was it like an extra fee made by CCP? How'd that work? I haven't checked on my side to see if anything's changed on the Streamlabs stuff. I haven't heard like an email back from them ever, which is disconcerting. They did say it could take weeks to resolve, but...
Warp drive active.
Let's go to stream there. Yeah, still shows as being held on this end. Let's go back over there. There we go. So now I'm just a sucker for the kids, you know? I've heard of those, Mira. You must be not too far away from Frank, then. Paramedics. CCP wanted the money up front because the bank is taking their sweet time. Gotcha. That's definitely understandable from the CCP/merchant side. Let's grab the prop mod there. Make sure I don't cut the engines early this time. There we go. He was waiting for the waffle maker to heat up. I remember ones at like, I mean, I've seen like the ones at home for the waffle making, but I also remember the ones at like hotels and stuff in the lobbies. Just pour the batter in, drop the lid, and then step away for a bit. Oh, gotcha, Mira. I know Naughty Von Dutch is in Colorado, but I don't know if he's near Denver or not. I know a friend of mine lives in Denver. At least last time I kept up with him, he was in Denver. But he's going to our gaming shop all the time. Web this battleship down. Get the site recorded. We have 5 more sites to do. We'll go grab our probes and try to go get good. Hazel, happy Thanksgiving, and thank you very much. Very kind of you. This is going to be our second giveaway of the day, which will be a potentially double giveaway. Thank you very much, Hazel. Giveaway is open right now. Good luck, everybody. If you're not sure how to enter the giveaways, just speak up, and we'll talk you through it. But this will be a potential double giveaway, thanks to Hazel. When does the craziness start for you, Hazel? Are you guys traveling, or do you have people come over, or is it just you and yours at home?
Warp drive active.
Let's see, Drug Dog, what do you kind of ticks to get in the Mac? Between 16 and 19. But the ticks are like the minority of how much ISK you would make from this. Most of the ISK comes from the 6 to 10 escalations, Drug Dog. I can sell the bookmark immediately for 90 mil, or I can run the site for between 50 mil or 1.7 bill with a B. Did 2 giveaways last night. They won 400 mil. Gotta get my ISK back, Hazel. So good. I saw you tag people like Frank does, so I was wondering if you were doing giveaways instead of karaoke last night. Let's get in position here. We'll catch up on chat in just a moment. I see Ace there with a question. Give me just a sec. There we go. I have a question that nobody can answer. I'm Alpha Clone and saw that Strip Miner does not have Omega Lock, so I could use it. but I can't find a ship where I could fit it. Correct. So anybody know what ship Alpha Clone can fit it on? They can't. The strip miners go on barges, and barges are not accessible to Alphas. The ceiling for mining on Alphas is very low, not to limit new players, but to prevent veteran players from exploiting the free-to-play accounts. They missed the welt by 1 pixel, holy crap. Hammergel, how do you doing the giveaways now? No tickets. Alright, Hammergel, I will show you on the stream. Give me just a moment to set it up for you. So, Hammergel. Stream is on stream right now. I didn't realize we were in desktop mode this whole time. Put your mouse cursor on the stream and come down here. Click this, hit join giveaway. That easy. If you don't see this button, hit the extensions button and authorize it. Then you're good to go. Cannot believe I've been on desktop mode this whole time. Let me update this while I'm looking at it. Change an 8 to a 9 thanks to Hazel. This wave was fine. Let's go there. Grab intel. Easy. Let's grab the loyals. We shouldn't have to web any of these, but we'll grapple the first one just to be safe. We'll draw the winner at the end of this site as well. So next wave we'll draw the winner. See, but I can't use a binding march. Correct. Alphas cannot use the strip miners. There's no ship that you have access to. Hey, Torek. Yep, absolutely, Rufus. In a heartbeat. Same thing with like the Sinos and the cloaks rather. Let's go here. Let's see, Pavel, are they doing some kind of sale? So I don't know about CCP themselves, Pavel, but I know Marquis is. So Marquis is doing a 15% sale going from now until Monday. And then if you use the Rushlock code in the link in chat, you'll save another 3%. So you get 18% off Plex between now and Monday with the link in chat in the Rushlock code. Will the battleships be able to use the strip miners, Jay, or will they have to use the mining lasers as well? I thought the strip miners can only go on barges. Which won't stop people from, you know, filling the high slots with miners, but I want to make sure I understood properly. I don't... No, we'll say I count this site. When this battleship pops, we're going to draw the giveaway winner. Okay, I didn't think so, Jay. Alright, let's warp to the next site.
Warp drive active.
Once the battleship pops, we'll draw the winner. Winner's being drawn right now. Remember, I'm not going to call the winner's name out. You need to be not AFK and paying attention. I need your Discord username if you're the winner. I need your Discord username. If you've never been on our server before, the link is in chat. You don't have to be on Discord right now to win, but you have to have been on our server before so I can find you and DM you. We'll give a minute for the winner to post their Discord username. That's nice, Ace. Ace is committed to that alpha mining life. I like it. There's Cool Monkey. Cool Monkey, congrats. So Cool Monkey, I need your Discord username and your choice of either 100 million ISK and walk away, or you want to spin some of the wheels. Pavel, the same way you enter, go back to the menu system and you can see the previous giveaway winner if you missed the notification. Towers are down, everything should be in range soon. Moo is the name, and you want to go for the wheel? Cool Monkey, good luck. Let's go find the wheel real quick. So Cool Monkey is going to give up the 100 mil guaranteed. They want to spin the wheel and try to win more. Good luck. You're safe from the whelp. And at least you're not walking away empty-handed. That's going to be 50 mil going to Cool Monkey. Let's go find you on Discord. You have a DM waiting for you. You can ignore that message, Cool Monkey. I'll just add it to your other winnings. Let's go there. Go here. Alright, good. We're off desktop mode. Again. Oh, wait. It's a double win. You guys are right. So, Cool Monkey, you have another choice to make. Do you want to take away, or I'm sorry, do you want to take the 50 mil and walk away, or do you want to spin the wheel again? You have a choice. Get the wheel back. Grab that battleship. Count the sight. There we go. Look at all the nerds panicking in chat. Spin again. Cool Monkey, good luck. Cool Monkey's gonna take the second spin as well. Get past the whelp. There you go. 250 mil. Much better, Cool Monkey. Congrats. Let me go update that DM I sent you. I'm gonna edit it. Change 50 to 250. Easy. You now have 450 mil total coming to you from your last giveaway and this giveaway. Plug these up. There we go. Get rid of desktop mode. Change this back to a 0. Everything's caught up. Mora. No, Cool Monkey. That's all chat. You guys do all the giveaways. I just push buttons. All giveaways are done by chat.
Warp drive.
Guys, look at local. I haven't even read it yet. The first couple of words are the best part of it ever.
We're not just doing this for money.
Ridium. Drop in Twitch Prime. Thank you very much.
We're doing it for a shitload of money.
Very kind of you. I appreciate that. For those of you not familiar with Twitch Prime, if you're an Amazon Prime user, you already have Twitch Prime for free. You just have to claim it and redeem it. But it gives you site-wide benefits on Twitch, and every 30 days they give you a token you can use in a channel of your choice for a free 30-day sub. It will not auto-renew, so every month you manually use it wherever you want to use it. If you want to use it in the same channel each time, you can. If you want to change it around a bit, you can do that as well. What does it say? Are you on mobile? You know it? It says, could you not stream out here while leaving the system name exposed to your viewers? Could I? Probably. Am I going to? No. Not a chance. If someone wants to find you in EVE Online, they will. I'm not going to add a bunch of black screens all over my window just to help some nerd who wants to pretend that there's some kind of vulnerability that doesn't exist. They can get good. Don't worry, we're going to send them to the very important Diplo guys. New meta. Watch this. Well, no. We'll just ignore them. I want to send them to Lil, who doesn't even play. We'll just let all the Diplo males pile up for Lil. Who knows how long. Oh my god, where's this cruiser going, guys? Where's he going? Back over here. Grapple on him. Rubber him back a little bit. This is fine. Paramedics. Where's T-Do? Is this a TSOE person? It is. T-Do. We got stuff for you. Alright, let's go back to these cruisers. But again, I think it's Redium. I'm probably destroying your name, so give me a correction if you can, if you need to. But thank you very much for the support. Very kind of you. We are going to do another giveaway. This is for a skill injector. Let's do give away start. Giveaway is now open. Good luck, everybody. The winner can choose either a small skill injector and walk away, or they can spin the wheel of skill injectors and try to win more. We'll bring that up on the screen when we need to. Captain Data. That ID scan too, media? Yeah, since you stream snipe them so often, that's right. Send him a link for an EVE 2 beta key. That's also a valid suggestion. I think the right play here is just to shame T2 next time he's here. Let him know how bad his alliance members are. It is false. It is a new sub. That's why the giveaway is open. There's Thantic. Sov holders just simply asked me to ask nicely before they sent him red. Is tired of him streaming in their pocket too. Man, that's so good. So Thantic or TSOE, nerds who are upset probably don't understand Twitch etiquette or concepts of, I guess, being decent human beings. The dumbest and baddest thing you can do is ask someone during their live broadcast, hey, can you stop what you're doing and change everything right now for me? That'll never happen. Never in a million years. So, if TSOE wants to set me red personally and get booted by CVA, they're welcome to do so, but under current rules, you can stream Improv anytime you want. As long as you're not revealing blue intel, you're good to go. Alright, so... we'll work over this way. We need to count the site. Let's go over this way. We'll draw the giveaway winner at the end of the next site that we're warping to. Now, Thantic, you did ask much more nicely than the last nerd. I think it was the Lord's Hand. He had all kinds of a nerd rage fit. Zap-free blues. That's right, blue traffic is always the worst traffic. At least reds, you know what you can do. Blues, not so much. But yeah, Thantic, there's no chance of me adding more blocks to my screen to block out information. I think I noticed, I don't know if this was the purpose of the graphic, but I think Ken Masters was live last night. And I think he had some kind of graphic, like, hanging out over here, somewhere. Probably over the, I guess, the name side of it. But I thought it was blocking information, but I didn't look very closely enough to see if that was the thing. Yeah, Von thing. But some people get the weird idea. They think that, like, we're getting ganked here more often because of you, when in reality that's not true in the slightest. We've been here for over a year, and it has led to 0 ganks in the system. Other than me. I've been stream sniped, I guess, I think twice here, maybe? Ever? But both of those were my fault. He can stream in the system all he wants. Just ask that he covers up the system name. It's not an extreme request. It is actually an extreme request. Just because you say that it isn't, doesn't make it true in the slightest. I'll be contacting a Diplo. Go for it. Absolutely nothing will change at all, but you are more than welcome to do so. I'll go ahead and ping Momo for you. Let's go Momo.
We're not just doing this for money.
TSOE.
We're doing it for a shitload of money.
Passed on a request that I cover up more of my screen so people... Well, it can't be because so people don't know where I am. Because people can find you even while seeing your local. That's easy. What was that notification there? Goblin Sean, I'm gonna set you red! Goblin Sean, 15 in a row. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. There you go. Let me amend my my message here. Thantic of TSOE passed on a request that I cover up more of my screen for some reason. It can't be because they don't want people knowing where I am, because they don't need to see this information to know where I am. Let's web this one down. Count the site. He also relayed that TSOE was threatening to set me red. I think that's everything. I don't think I missed anything. Alright, cool. We have one more bomb cycle, then we're going to draw the giveaway winner. Just a moment to get the next site warped. There we go. Alright, giveaway winner is being drawn right now. Remember, I won't be calling the name out. You need to post your Discord username in Twitch chat. I need your Discord username in Twitch chat. Corvinac, so just a heads up, from a salty old space veteran, locator agents make what you are asking him to do pointless. Yep. That's what we were describing before, is that if someone wants to find a pilot, they're going to find you no matter what. Deadlix, thank you for the host. Very kind of you. Hope you're doing well. Deadlix is with Signal Cartel. So if you are interested in exploration in EVE, cannot highly enough suggest Signal Cartel as an organization to get involved with. But hope you're doing well, Deadlix. Thank you very much for the host. Rush Salt, Best Salt, you know what? I mean, diplomacy work is not that hard. It's basically telling nerds how bad and dumb they are, but in a nice way. Obviously, I can't be a Diplo. Too many feelings we get hurt, but that's why Diplos exist. To explain simple concepts to people who don't understand them. Which I guess in an odd way is what I do all day, but just not in a diplomatic, I guess, format. Please, please, set Rush to red. Frank would go red, and that would be the best day ever for content. Like, Lil stopping playing Eve was kind of the metric before for ever going red. And the raid, Didlix, thank you very much. The raid feature is new on Twitch. I've only used it once so far. I know, I think Bjorn used the raid command once when Frank was live. But it's an interesting concept. So basically when you /raid and then space in the name of a channel, it more proactively moves your viewers and chatters over to the other person's channel. So like if you normally host somebody, right, and someone's in your chat, like we go host CCP or Bjorn after the stream today, if Frank were on, or after Frank's block, the video would play and it would add to their viewership, but the people would still be, typing here going, hey Bjorn, they'd ask questions in this chat. Well, Bjorn can't see this chat. But /raid makes it where the chat also changes over to their chat. It makes it easier for the users who aren't as familiar with Twitch and how systems work. So it seems like a pretty cool feature so far. Go over this way, count the sites. Let me see if we can find the giveaway winner. There's Nucky. Nucky T. Nucky, do you want the small injector and walk away, or do you want to spin the wheel of injectors and try to win more? Let me know. I'm gonna try and catch one chat a little bit. Twitch face game, Rush. So if I come to Pravi as a noob, I won't get shot, or do I have to join a Pravi Corp? You don't have to join a Pravi Corp. It makes life a lot easier for you. But as long as you yourself don't have a hostile record in Pravi, nor are you a part of, or your most recent corp wasn't hostile to Pravi, you'll be fine. But if your last corp or your current corp is red to Pravi, then you'll be red. Well, the thing is, paramedics, it would make more sense if there was actually any like logical reason to think that pilots in this local were at risk because of the stream. Like then it would make sense. Like I don't stream the cog mining ops or the moon mining ops because I don't want to shit on other people and make them more at risk. If there was some actual risk or some, what does this person call it? Oh, there's nothing here. I thought Thantic was saying something like the pilots here are at risk or something. Then no, that's not a real thing. Nucky wants to spin. Nucky, will do. Let me get set up on this next site and we're going to spin the wheel for you. But Nucky's going to give up the small injector and try to win more. That'd be the best Diplo system, Stirlac. Put them in some kind of like infinite loop of, thank you for contacting Diplo support. How can we help you? Just treat it like a customer service system. Put them through a loop of menus infinitely. My chat tab for when I am streaming was on my friend's channel, even though I hadn't rated them. I'm confused, Didlix. Like it changed over to their chat without any reason? Alright, everything's in range. We should be fine here. Let's go find the wheel for Nucky. Let's go Eve, wheels, skill injectors. There we go. Alright. Nucky, good luck. One injector becomes 2 small injectors. Congrats. Doubling your skill injectors. Game is easy. We'll go find Nucky on Discord and send them a DM. Nucky. 2x small injector. Winner. In-game name. Send out. Salute. Congrats, Nucky. Doubling skill injectors. Game is easy. Your only valid doubling system in all of New Eden. Let's see, we need to update this to a 3-0. That is courtesy of Redium, whose name I'm still concerned I'm butchering. We're off desktop mode, we're good there. Easy. No faction spawn here, so let's grab the battleships. Change this 1 to a 0. Is web down, we need to record the site count as well. I don't know if I counted the last one. Either way, this will be the 15th site, so We're gonna go look for SIGs here in a moment. Let me catch up on streams a little bit, or chat rather. If I miss a question, guys, repost it and put Rush in the message so it highlights for me. To get into the giveaway, I need to download Streamlabs. Negative. There's no download. You just authorize the app. Otherwise, we'll know who you are and won't be able to draw your name. The bomb's turned off. Go grab our scepter. Go look for some SIGs. Jay. So no telling what this is going to be. We'll see what Jay posts. Nice, Jay. Alright, let's put that away. Should be a station somewhere nearby. There we go. We're just waiting for the weapon timer to fall off. I have no idea, space game. I know one exists, but I have no idea what it is.
Docking permission requested.
Let's not try that yet. Now we can try
Docking
it.
permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, let's grab the scepter. Wait for that timer to fall off. Let's go GA.
Warp drive active.
Oh, we need to fix our probe scanner. No, Windows, you can't update anything right now. Go away. Hey, Rush, what is exactly the good point of get goods? I don't see any redemptions. There are no redemptions yet, false. We have to add some. The one I like right now is the idea of adding the option for you guys to do redemptions for having certain alarm sounds play. I need to look into it and see if they need to be file upload links or just or file uploads or links to a like a YouTube clip or something. Yeah, yet. Alright, so we're gonna go HP and then C1. You guys are getting a full tour of the TSOE pocket.
Active.
In case you felt limited in your only seeing one system of it. Corbin X. We'll make them scale in cost, I'm sure. The shield will be cheapest, then maybe the whole one will cost more for the get goods. Is that more or less than the Blizzard soon? The Gazillion soon was the one I was most familiar with the last couple of years. I don't know if I've ever been waiting for something from Blizzard before.
Warp drive active.
Like, I mean, me personally. Waiting on a release or a feature or something like that. Let's go H9 2V.
Warp drive active.
StarCraft 2 is 10 years? Or are there other announcements for it? Like, were they promising it for 10 years? Were they only really 10 years apart? I thought they were farther apart than that. I guess not, though. Let's go 2V and AY.
Warp drive active.
Oh, I like it, False. See? Now you're thinking. We need good ideas for redemptions. Well done. It was 10 years from the first announcement? Holy crap. Let's go AY. There's gotta be a story there. There's gotta be some kind of setback that they didn't anticipate. Blackheart, happy Thanksgiving as well. Hope you have a great day. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hey, we found Corbin Axe. I'm not familiar with the other two pilots in local though. Oh wait, I bet that K is that K your wife's character? Corbin Axe? K Loria? Combat site here. We're gonna go ZT. I haven't gone to the west side at all today. I think Captain Data's over here recently. Whoa, look at that. Captain Data. A site spawned as we hit local. Because why would it not? Why would I expect anything less? Let's go ahead and scan this side. Ah, very good Corbin Axe. Are you guys buying some supplies over there? Are you an A? I think you were an H9 or 2P. I can't remember which. Hey, a relic spawned as we hit local. Nobody's there. Space nerds are bad. No one's going to scan this down faster than we will, especially since local is empty. Why is AY Tech Y empty? This is crazy.
Warp drive active.
You know what could be negotiated? We could stream from AY Tech Y, do the bombing here maybe. But then it comes down to, like, what is TSOE going to give us? What are they doing for... Yeah, they got 4 rally points here. The downside was we would produce worse escalations that would spawn into, like, low sec and catch more often. Which is undesirable. Rigged. You know what? This game's easy. It's fine. It's totally natural to expect relic sites to spawn in the system as you jump into it. Nothing wrong with that at all. Running at the moment due to the cloaking campers. Where are the cloaking campers at? Corbin Axe. I didn't see anything on Intel. There's the core. Alright, level 1 relic site. 9 mil's not terrible. I want to see 20 mil on the site total, so maybe we'll get there. Let's go this way. That's a terrible trap, especially for an alpha. That's a harsh positioning on that one. For a firewall. Alright, rule of 6 means we found the core. We also found another trap with it. There we go. Nothing of significance in this one. Just move to C1, CVA space. Do what now? Oh, from last night. Okay, gotcha, Corbin Axe. I gotcha. There we go. Not much on that one either. I don't know if we're gonna find 10 mil in these last 3 cans, but we're gonna try. Nice, Dark Knight. I must miss question somewhere. He's made 11 mil just like that. Takes me an hour of mining. Oh, gotcha. Are you an alpha mining by chance? Kadeu? Probably destroying your name, I'm sorry. But yeah. Exploration in nullsec, even as an alpha, brand new day one account can do the site that I'm doing right now. And that 11 mil is nothing. Like, I want to see 20 mil off this site, or it's under or below average. 3. Let's go this way. Thought it was gonna be a data cache. Hey, 2 plates. There we go. Game is easy. We found our 20 mil on the site. Still have 2 cans left to go. KLB Gaming, hello and welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Exploration makes me about 100 mil an hour. There's a lot of RNG, so some hours you make nothing, some hours you make a lot more. So Zafri, if Frank and I go red to Pravi, are we coming to Gundor? Let's see, Pavel, on Marquee's site, when they mean 30 days of Omega, as in 500 Plex or actual subscription? 500 Plex is game time. Like, you exchange your 500 Plex in-game for game time. They sell Plex, I don't think they sell subscriptions. But 500 Plex is 30 days of game time. You go to your inventory here, go to Plex Vault, and you just add game time. It'll pull your 500 from your Plex Vault. If that's what you're asking, Pavel, let me know. Rule 6 means we found the core. Somewhere. There we go. 3 more plates, 22 mil. We found 40 mil on this level 1 relic site. Double. And then another 6 spawned in local, guys. There is one other nerd here that we're going to be racing, potentially, maybe. Are you using micro warp drive to get between the cans, or an AB? Micro warp drive. Better for crashing gates and getting from cans point faster. Let's go 2AU. If I miss a question, guys, repost it and put Rush, RUSH in your message. It'll stand out better for me. You're still in Pravi, right? Yes. I am half tempted to spend some time and get a Mac Bomber. Go for it. I have the perfect location for you, Trust. The perfect location. For the most part, the locals are friendly. Oh, I need to copy and paste T2. I need to let T2 what his people are doing. We hold T2 personally responsible for TSOE. Hey, Nubachi. Get the screen, shows value out of my site. This is from today. We spent most of the day bombing. You know what, guys? You guys are gonna get a treat. It's probably occupied. There's probably another nerd on it already, but I will attempt a level 4 data site if it's not a sleeper. Let's see if we can get good. Hey, Frames. Behave. Frames, rip. I'll let you guys know when it calms down. In the meantime, we're going to do a level 4 data site and see if it's occupied or empty. But 330 million today, Nubachi. I just typed frames rip and look at you know it. Puts frames question mark. I thought blues were the worst. Alright, let's go this way. So we're probably not going to hack anything. We're just going to see if there's any blueprints around here. Crap. This is fine. Small ancillary, nope. Doesn't have value anymore. Alright, so I want to go dunk all these. That's not working. Guys, how do you get rid of targeting something? Oh god, this is terrible. Nope, not tab. Nothing has to do with tab. Control something though. Control shift? Nope. Oh well. This one sucks too. We'll burn towards this one. Oh god, frames are totally dead, guys. You might have audio, but the rest of audio is completely ripped. Alright, nothing in these systems. Let's go to ZT.
Warp drive active.
There we go. Let's do frames still rip. I need a slideshow emote soon. I need to make these a note of these times though. CIP is unknown. This is good. 2 nerds and local though.
Warp drive active.
It's in D-scan range though. There's a pod and some probes out. My probes. Smells as pod. Let's go get good. Let's go find us a SIG. Yep, Nubachi. Just a crappy level 1 data site. You can move on from. Or combat site, rather. Let's go 1-1.
Warp drive active.
14k frames rip. 10k plus in last 2 minutes. I bet TSOE is DDoSing our internet provider. That must be what it is. Captain Data with a retweet. Thank you very much. Alright, let's go 18.
Warp drive active.
That's the actual 0 now on the upload. Let's do a speed test real quick to confirm it's them.